Welcome everyone to a night on the DL. We're at session 39, almost to the 40s. Yeah, Lando, you have rolled the wonderful 2, so let's go ahead and get started with your wonderful recap of what happened last time.
Cool. All right. So let's see. I'll be honest. The first part of where we all sort of started. Actually, the first thing that happened was we sent off Ulrich to the treehouse because his person was not here. So we sent him off. And then I think we all basically left to go to our separate ways. BigYin and I went to. Actually, I think we had a discussion about the demon or whatever in the piece of wood. And then we left the treehouse to go to Garfield's house. BigYin and I went to Garfield's house. Elwarin and Cromwell, that's his name. They went to did they go talk to they didn't go talk to Val though. I don't actually know where they went, but they also went somewhere. I do not remember at all. Okay, I'm still waiting for just Frank the Golem Dog to come back in. Oh wait, actually no. Sorry. Let me backtrack a bit. So BigYin and I actually went to wherever it was that we were staying, like the halfway house, which I don't think was either the Swinging Sword or, the other one,
This place
the
called
Helm of
Mother
the High Sun.
Yolanthe's, just
We went to Mother Yolanthe's,
boarding house.
um, the boarding house, correct? Yeah, to just go chat her up, and I believe actually they being Elwarin and not Cromwell. Yeah, Elwarin and Cromwell. They actually went to Garfield's house before we did to ask him about the pieces of paper and shit that we had already previously talked about. Or actually, it was to give him the rest of them, the ones that they had in their search of Mother Yolanthe's. And then BigYin and I went to Mother Yolanthe's to check around, and we started to notice that people were, I would just say, a bit different. It was specifically mentioned a number of times that everybody is walking a little bit differently.
So
Their
that was
gaits.
two specific people, Mother Yolantha and Valivo, the shop owner.
Correct. Yeah. Thank you for correcting me during my rendition of what happened, but I appreciate it because I didn't have that information.
I'll fill in any gaps if there are any.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, okay, so after, we kind of sleuthed it out, we did see some other people who were just pissed off that we were there again because, although it's been, I guess almost 2 weeks, it was only like, not even 2 hours in game time. So we just were annoying the shit out of this group of people, who really looked like that one, like Archer bitch and, just her father, I guess. Uh,
I swore I had a
so
different picture for the Archer girl, but you insist it was the same one.
it looked the same to me. I
That's
don't know.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I
I
don't. I think clearly after this, I'm not the the bearer of all the news, just because I don't fucking get it all.
Good.
Uh, and then okay, so after that, um, what was it? BigYin and Lando, we met up with Elwarin and Cromwell at Garfield's house. And then no, that was just another whole debacle. So in the process of that, had stepped away for a large portion of this, but by the time I came back, the demon had appeared in a circle and was talking to everybody. And then Garfield gave us a bunch of information about the demon. Basically, that we basically summoned him, in this little circle of blood, and then the first thing I tried to do, just being the little rascal that I am, was just walk immediately towards him. Both BigYin, Elwarin, and Cromwell all tried to stop me, and then I powered through them all because I'm a badass.
Just too
Uh,
strong.
Too strong, with two Ks, maybe a C for good measure.
Maybe.
Um, and then, so I stepped in the circle, which the demon was a big fan of. I'm not really sure where the clay dog kind of came in, but he eventually appeared at the end. We just had this little pup named Frank. And then in the process of us talking to the demon, the two option was I actually tried to set him on fire a number of times. That didn't work, apparently, because whatever, for just whatever reason I couldn't light him on fire.
No one knows.
My
He's
section
not inanimate.
No one could know. No one
My
could know.
Definitely animated.
my second option was that I was gonna light the circle of blood on fire, which actually ended up being a good move that I didn't do that, because then we all probably would have fucking died from the half demon. But we basically ended up paying Garfield, I think it was 100 gold pieces
And a bunch of my blood.
and a
That
bunch
was
of his
the blood. The blood was to get the golem created in the blood circle. To be fair.
Yeah. So we then basically, he basically just swallowed, the demon, and then.
I like that rendition of it. Cool.
And I think then, yeah, like the final pièce de résistance was, I don't know how, but in the process of, Garfield, eating this demon, and then, this little clay dog popped up, and his name's Frank.
Got it.
Buddy.
Cool. Okay, so a few key things that you missed out on that I'll just inform everybody on.
Cool. Love that.
Yeah, so when Elwarin and Cromwell visited Valavo's shop, they got themselves, they just asked who bought the magic paper. He explained to them that it was a man, fairly short stature, brown hair with a black cloak. Didn't give his name, so he just kind of wrote that description down. And then when you guys asked Mother Yolantha, who stayed there, if she had any descriptions, someone with that description did match one of the people that was staying at her space. Obviously, she's seen them since then, but you've made the connection that the first set of paper that you guys found at Mother Yolantha's was purchased at Valavo's, or they have extra paper that you guys don't know about, and they were just buying another set of 20. Other thing, Cromwell bought a mask from Valavo for 40 gold pieces after some haggling and some dragon chest shenanigans. Along with that, how the demon was summoned. BigYin, after contemplating many a day, just based off how long it took for everyone to decide that he was giving this up, not real days or anything like that, he gave up the blood to Garfield. Garfield then created the golem that looked exactly like BigYin, as well as the magic circle to hold the demon inside. And from there, you being yourself, as you were stepped away, I just let this happen just to make things faster, gave the stick with the demon blood. Garfield then put that into the demon, and that's how the demon came to be. You did step into the circle, and you were unable to move at that point due to the pressure of the demon in this fragmented form that he was in. And BigYin almost succumbed to turning into a plaything or servant or whatever you want to call it of this demon, but resolved himself to not do that. And all the while, Elwarin, trying to keep BigYin from doing that, saw some images and saw some things that he probably would rather forget. But aside from that, you got pretty much everything.
Nailed it.
Yeah. So we start back up with you guys kind of sauntering back to the tree, which is over here, that Ulrich is staying in. And walking behind you is Frank the Clay Dog. That's what it looks like, folks. You're welcome. It's got 1 HP, 10 AC.
Adorable.
Just a puppy, just kind of follows you. He's not actually as big as that token. He's a small token, but for some reason, roll 20, I couldn't get the token to actually get smaller than that. But he is roughly 2 feet by like 8 inches wide. 2 feet long, 8 inches wide. About a foot off the ground, maybe. Small little puppy. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, how the puppy was formed. Garfield did, as he was pulling the power from this demon, speaking in this old giant that BigYin was able to make parts of it out of, transformed the flesh that was BigYin into this smaller dog form, while sucking out what seemed to be the essence of this demon. And from what you guys interpreted, was him swallowing it.
He ate him.
That's what you interpreted it as, yes.
No, that's just what happened.
Mm-hmm. Same thing, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll say it takes you guys a couple minutes to get back over to the tree. And Ulrich, you're now seeing this crew. If you guys don't mind, I'll give a little brief description of how you guys probably look, and you guys can describe how you feel after this ordeal, if that's okay with you guys.
Sure.
Yeah, hearing no opposition so far. BigYin looks fairly ragged. He looks just weary as a whole. Elwarin looks a bit more subsided than he does normally. Typically, he has this air about himself that he's kind of like, he is the point of reason between him and BigYin. Right now, it doesn't look like he's not sure what he is right now. Lando, as always, happy, carefree, and now with his puppy dog that's kind of running around him as you guys enter in. And Cromwell, as per usual, silent, but with a new mask in hand. Not on his face specifically, just in hand. You guys can describe yourselves from here. And that's what you see, Ulrich, as these four kind of enter into the treehouse.
Well, y'all look like shit.
Well, I guess it comes of having magical shenanigans without you around.
Well, bound to happen. Well, you look good, Lando. Who's the pup?
I feel great, and this is Frank. He is not really a tank, like
Right.
some other Franks that might be in this universe.
Sure.
Side note, table talk. Danny DeVito definitely should exist in this.
Don't you worry, he does, and you guys just haven't met him yet, or have you?
Fuck.
Or have you?
Yes. Okay, don't tease us like that.
All I'm saying is
yeah.
maybe you guys have found him and you just don't know.
So,
Right.
it went well.
It went, swimmingly.
Allow me to introduce you, Frank, the former demon reliquary golem clay doggy thingy. I'm going
He's
to
gonna be
go
the
take
he'll
a
be the
bath
he'll be the mascot
nap.
for our little crew.
Yeah, I'll upgrade from bed leg.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the essence of the demon's gone.
Oh,
Seems to be a very happy clay puppy at this point, thanks to Garfield.
Garfield
Now, if you
ate
don't
it.
mind, if you don't
Lord
mind, I'm going to go
Garfield.
downstairs and take a bath. Enjoy
Sure.
the nice hot spring we have a beer, and then go to sleep. I'm
So-
knackered.
BigYin, as you say the essence of the demon is gone, you feel a little you feel something funny as you say that.
Side twist.
Oh Christ! I'll have to dispel. I'm out of level 3 spell slots.
Aren't you out of those spell slots? And it's only 10 a.m. or 11. It's like 11. It's 11 a.m. right now.
Jesus Christ.
3 sessions,
no,
and you guys have
hang
gotten
on.
full 3 hours into the day, pretty much. Or
I'll
6
need to
hours.
take
Sorry, almost
I'll
6 hours.
need a long. I'll need a long rest before I can do anything about this weird thing in my head. I'm taking a nap, and I just go downstairs and jump into the hot spring.
A weird thing in his head. I don't know which one he's talking about. I don't know why he's complaining about anything like that. Not like anything's changed. So we good? Did y'all figure out we're intending to find out while you're out there?
You just hear my voice kind of carry up from the hot spring. I have a bunch of notes in my bag. We got the stone to read the magical paper thingy, and then I'll just say, and I'll just kind of call for God, what's his name? I can't even remember my executive assistant's name.
You mean slave?
No,
Hint.
executive assistant. He's not a slave because he technically is. He works for Pan, and Pan's helping me out. He's not a
You're looking for
slave.
Mac.
Mac.
Mac, thank
I
you.
love how you forgot his name.
I know. I can't even remember my name half the time.
I think you did that. You did that last time too.
Draw my
I
path
know I
for
did.
me, slave.
Slave, yeah. Can they just be slave 1, slave 2, slave 3, slave 4?
I would prefer not. Just from
It's
a
my
Wouldn't
my
you?
bloody house. Damn
yeah,
it.
I guess just from a like morality standpoint, if we could have that.
Exactly.
There's no morals in Dungeons and Dragons. There's no M.
Mm.
You know that you're not wrong. I guess technically speaking, it's not Dungeons and Morally Right Dragons or anything like that.
Yeah. Dungeons
It's just Dungeons.
and
Yeah,
Dragons.
yeah.
Anyways, I just yell for him. I just kind of holler for Mac, and he shows up, and I say, Mac, I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it if you would bring these here notes and the stone to Ulrich, and so he might read them and have them for his own opinion, and pass on the additional bit of information that we may have accidentally destroyed the last sheet that may have had some rather important information on it.
What state of
thank you.
undress are you in currently?
I'm floating. I am sitting at the edge. I am inside the onsen. I am inside the hot spring at this point. I am
And
just,
so you're just pointing at your bag with the stuff?
yes,
Is
Okay.
there any way? Is this a big hot spring?
yes.
You all could join, yes, if you
I'm gonna
chose to.
jump into this hot spring like a cannonball.
Do you guys
wait for Mac to get the notes.
do you guys all want to do like a hot spring like little thing while we wait? Well, you guys can like
I
go
pass.
for your notes.
Yeah, pass.
Okay, well.
I'm gonna jump in.
Okay, all right. So before you get to that,
Fucking cannonball.
excellent.
Well, let's just. I mean, what can we just clarify which notes? Because I'm pretty sure that the notes we already read, those are the ones
Not the
BigYin
ones
has, right?
that you, not the extra ones that
Okay.
you had, just the
Okay.
ones that I gave to Garfield.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So Mac kind of is like rummaging through your sack. He pulls out those 5 like random potions. I'll get to that athletics roll in a bit. Don't you worry, good sir. Surprised that you're not proficient at that, but we can get into that later. And he's just pulling out stuff until he finally finds the papers he thinks you're talking about. And he picks that up. He's like, "Boss, is there anything else in here I should be looking for?"
No. You know what? Wait, hang on. Point of order, DM. Were we handed the originals, or were we handed copies with everything written out on them?
What were you handed? I don't know.
We were just handed.
Wait. No, you're right. I was handed back the originals with the stone because I insisted on having the originals back, and I was handed. There were 3 piles.
There were 3 piles, correct? There's 2 piles.
3 piles. Two piles. The originals and the copies. He got to keep the copies. I got the originals.
No, there was
Incorrect.
there was just
Oh,
a pile of empty papers, and there were
Yes.
3 pages that had information on it.
Correct. And that's all the information you
you're
know.
right.
Right.
Thank
Whether
you.
yeah. So you can believe that these are copies, or you can believe they're the originals. Entirely up to you.
The originals were blank though, because we needed the stone to read them.
No, there's a bunch of paper that didn't have information on. They were just empty papers.
So
And-
Bing,
Yes,
are you
well, all the-
asking? So
No,
Bing,
no,
sorry.
hang on. Just
Let-
no, stop. Basta. Let me get my basta. I handed him a stack of papers, right?
Yes,
The papers didn't have any writing on them because they were magic paper with magic writing.
correct.
We needed the specific stone to read them.
Correct.
Now, of that stack, there were 2 piles. One
Mhm.
stack had nothing on it. It was
Yep.
just paper in reserve. There was another stack for 4 pages
3.
that 3 pages that had writing, and then there was a stone lens.
Mhm.
I got back what I wrote down in my notes is I got back the original 3 pieces of paper and the stone lens.
And the other 16 pieces of paper if you wanted it. Like he's not gonna keep just empty sheets
Oh
of
yeah,
paper.
and I took the empty paper too.
So
And I'll say-
then here's my question, right? So as
Yeah.
he translated it for you and he explained it to you, he didn't write any of that down. He just kind of showed it to you via the lens.
Right.
So if you chose to take separate notes because you were taking notes on other stuff, that's fine. I'm okay with you having done that. And we can just retcon if you didn't say that explicitly. We can say you've done that while he was explaining. You just took meticulous notes on what he was telling you, so you had just a regular paper copy to give to other people as needed, so you didn't need to have the paper
The
and
lens.
the lens.
Yeah.
So if you want to say that you took a set of notes for those 3 pages and you're giving that to Ulrich, totally fine with that.
The
Okay,
issue at
now
hand
I
is you're
understand.
trying to give someone who doesn't know what they're doing to grab 3 random pages
Yeah.
that have nothing on them.
Right. Now, okay. Let me be more specific. There should be a stack of paper without any writing.
He puts up his hand and you see 19 loose pieces of paper in his hand.
There should be a stone lens in there too.
He rummages around a little bit more. He pulls out your other regular potions out, and he's like, yes, and he puts both of those, the stone lens and the 19 papers, in his right hand. Is there anything else you need from me, boss?
No. Just tell Ulrich to use the 3 top pieces of paper as I organized it, have writing, the rest of them are blank, and to use the stones to read it. Use the stone to read it. I will get out and put the potions back.
He salutes you with his left hand and walks out. Upon
Thanks,
him
Mac.
walking out, Lando runs in. Lando, you run, you jump, you do this big cannonball, and as you do, water splashes out from the hot tub and gets a little bit on the clothes that were laid outside as well as on the potions. Like, it doesn't break the bottles or anything like that, but now everything is kind of wet that was outside of this spa.
Part of me was thinking that because I didn't do a very good roll, I would like run, jump, and then slip.
You didn't fail.
Hoping
You
for the
didn't
body
fail.
slam.
Yeah, you didn't
Damn,
fail.
yeah.
If
I was
you
thinking I would just like back slam it, and
Yeah,
just look
so-
like a fool.
in my head, if you'd rolled below a 5, it was going to be a belly flop. Had it been a natural 1, you would have slipped and just hit BigYin as you were kind of slipping into the hot tub. But since you rolled higher than that, I gave you what you wanted.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you.
Which, in hindsight, maybe, but that was a 1 or a 2 wouldn't give you the things you wanted. So you rolled over a 2. So you're fine.
Look, some things are easy. Even I can do a body or a cannonball.
Can't I even never roll a 2 because my whatchamacallit's a 3? So my nat
No.
1 would be a 4.
So what I was saying is a nat 1 would have been a 4 overall, correct?
Yeah.
So a 2 would have been a 5 overall. So if you had rolled the nat 1, you would have slipped and hit BigYin. If you rolled a 2, which is a 5 overall, you would have done the belly
I get
flop.
it. So I still got pretty close.
Yeah, you weren't that far off. Correct.
Ooh. That would've been pain.
I effectively get out of the onsen. I put all my stuff back in my bag. I kind of push everything away from. I push what's left of my clothing that isn't. I
Everything
hang
is
up
wet.
clothing everything's wet. I just
All
hang
of
up
your
everything
stuff is
to kind
wet,
of drip
including
dry.
the bag. The bag is wet, but none of the contents in the bag are wet because your bag is waterproof. Because that's
Oh wait,
adventure
what about all my Twinkies that are in my stomach?
Oh,
Do
they have floated out into the onsen.
Oh, I'm not getting back in that, and I just
I didn't know that.
I just kind of get dressed. I just kind of look at the debris now floating in the onsen. I just shake my head and I'm like, I'm just thinking in my head, I am so sorry, Mac. I am so sorry that you and your lads will have to clean this up. And I was like, I just put my clothes back on.
Did I
and
just lose all my
wander up
rations?
to my
Yes, you
bedroom.
did. You did lose all your
Fuck.
actions.
I just put my clothes back on. I wander up to my bedroom and I'm just like, I'm going to sleep. I'll see you all.
Well,
How the rest of us
And
use bags.
I just hang up my stuff and
Yeah,
I
so-
just like
So one
pass the hell out.
So one thing though, BigYin, is if you take a long rest now, never mind.
No. What is it? What is it?
It's you guys are gonna be in a weird spot where you're the only one fully rested. Everybody else is gonna have to take a rest later, and then you're gonna be like on off schedules.
He can only get the effects of a
long rest
once
per
a day.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be able to get one until tomorrow evening or tomorrow during the day, and you wouldn't be able to get it in the evening. Is all I'm trying to say.
Right.
So I would
Well,
too,
yeah.
but I mean that's how the game goes. Think about if you were a warlock, you get 2 overall.
He
No,
gets
I
to
know, but-
choose. Like if he wants to take a long rest, he can. He
Yeah.
just can't do another one until
Yeah.
the start
Fine.
of the day and a half from now.
Which
won't
might
ta-
be bad. That's all I'm saying.
I won't sleep because I have no idea what we're gonna do. I'll change my clothes, but I'll be like, I guess DM. My question is because you and I discussed previously at some point possibly Wait a minute. No, wait, hang on.
Okay, all right, we're gonna go to Lando real quick to discuss
No,
this
I know I
ration
can
issue.
Yeah, to deal with
You,
the
you,
ration
you,
issue.
you can
I've
you
got-
can
I've
wild
got-
shape. You can wild shape if that's your question. Yes.
Oh no, it's not so much wild shape. Never mind.
All right.
Go.
So as you land and do this like big tidal wave, Lando, you feel all the rations leave your stomach, and they just wade out. And so now it's this. This was like a fairly like large like hot spring area. It is now just meats and Twinkies and every other ration you had in your body. It's just covered on top like a layer of like lily pads.
Okay, I only had 49. That's a lot.
I love how you
This is
say
a bit-
only 49. Most people barely have 10 typically.
Well, I bought 50 and somebody made me use one.
It's enough food for 50 days.
All wasted. I mean, technically, I guess like the meats are probably okay. You just dry them out, but all the Twinkie stuff, like
Hey.
all like your
I
bread
mean,
and
I
other
called them
stuff,
all Twinkies, but they were just,
regular
if
rations.
anything-
I understand.
Hey,
Yeah,
Twinkies can fucking survive an apocalypse.
but they
know?
can't
were in
survive
zombie-
being wet. They get moldy.
They were
still,
in
dude.
Zombieland. They're all individually wrapped.
There's no plastic in this
There's no
world.
plastic in this world. What are you talking
Maybe,
about?
maybe they have like.
There's
a
no
magic-
magical polymer that you're gonna find from the regular trade store, good dude. That's like,
Fucking A,
yes,
guy.
I wrap
have no
all
food-
of
I
your
have-
food in
I have
this
no
magic.
food now that I only really had to eat like once.
Well,
like what am I
maybe
gonna do?
You go buy some more food. There's plenty of places you can
Fucking
buy
A.
food from. All I'm saying is all your meats. We'll say you can recover roughly half of your rations because that's meat, and you can like they're dried meats, so you can kind of just dry them out again, and you can like give them to
Do I
Mac
get
or the rest of the crew.
25 or do I get 24?
25. We'll just call it 25. I really don't want to just like sit on this for too much longer than we already have. You got 25 rations now, and you have to give them to Mac and the crew, and they have to like dry it out for you. So it's going to take till the end of the day for those to get like fully fleshed out and fixed.
Okay.
That's it.
I'll just pick my 25 out of the fucking water and just go up to the Mac 1 homie and then be like,
What's your dude's name? Do you remember what your dude's name is?
his name is gonna be Mac 1.
No, his name is Leo.
Leo.
Mac, Caster, Mac works for me. Caster works for Ulrich. Cleo works for Elwarin. Leo works for Lando. Eros works for Cromwell.
Who we finally have back. Welcome back. You've missed nothing of note.
Yeah,
just
that's what I assumed.
Sitting
would
in my
happen.
room trying to get my head right at this point.
Cool. Yeah. So as that's happening, Mac comes through with the 19 sheets of paper and this stone to you, Ulrich. He says, "From the boss," and he gives it to you.
Thanks.
And he
I like
disappears
look
into the
at
tree.
Elwarin and I'm like, you know what to do with this?
I haven't used it, but I can tell you what it says on those pages.
Yeah, please.
I love how
like-
the two people that are just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at with this.
Like, all right.
Cromwell, you're there too for what it's worth. So you could pipe up if you
Holding
want
the
to.
stone and pages that I was given in my hands.
Yeah, Cromwell, you can chime in here if you want to.
Out of character, I honestly am kind of confused as to what's going on. So
I was given the
Just stay
blank
silent.
sheets of paper.
The magic sheets of paper with
Yeah.
the reading stone.
That no one of us has used yet, so not quite sure what we need to do with it. But we also have the information already that's on these pages because they were shared with us, at least. The information
Yeah,
that
and
was
like I
shared
said,
with us.
we can say you either remember or have it written down. There's no reason to have that
Yeah.
be like a difficult thing.
Yeah,
Let me
exactly.
see. I'm gonna do an insight to see if I can figure out how to use it.
Sure, DC of 12.
Let's go. Fuck.
We're starting off strong, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off strong.
I know, he's just like, I
Um,
don't know.
Yeah,
fucking
you're like this is
I like
you
rub
pick
the stone
yeah,
on the paper.
You pick up the stone. You kind of like look at it. You're like looking for like some kind of cult symbol on there, as per usual.
Yeah.
When you're looking at stones, but as you kind of move it over the paper, you see words form as the stone passes over that section.
Oh,
'Cause you're going
nice.
over the top word, is my guess.
Yeah, I'm just like rubbing the rock
Yeah.
on it now, back and forth.
Yeah, Lando, and as you see him do that, as you're coming back with like 25 pieces of food to give to the nearest tree helper, you're like, yeah, you do that. What you just did, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Stick your face on the rock and look at the sheet. And then I'm just gonna, waddle away.
Lando is in his usual attire, metal chain and red wolf underwear,
baby.
but
Yeah.
and
No,
everything
no,
is
no,
just
no.
wet.
Soaking wet.
Everything's
Yeah.
just sopping
The
wet.
red is dripping off.
Oh no,
Oh no.
that's not sanitary.
It's all the blood.
I thought the blood would have been like dried in and like, but yeah, sure, I'm okay with that. Yeah, so it's you guys see like red droplets walking by, and as you guys can take. I'll just say with your passive perceptions, aside from Cromwell, you can see that it's slowly turning back into like a brownish color, but it hasn't fully gone back to brown yet.
Yeah, it's the blood of my enemies.
Well, then I will spend however much time it takes to
15
get the
minutes.
words.
15
Yeah.
minutes to do all 3 pages front and back, and to get the kind of circle symbols they had on the back of it.
Yeah.
And all of that's in the notes under your
Yeah.
thing.
I'm looking at them.
Yeah.
Well, this ain't good.
Yeah, so apparently it sounds like there was another page that had more information on it, which is most likely the page that we had destroyed when we investigated the paper.
Yeah. Well, that's big whoops. Well, on the upside, it means that we're right.
Yeah.
Weird shit's going on here.
I also would say let's look at the other papers that we have from the upstairs room that you and me found.
Did I give you guys 20 pages there, or is it just 6? I can't remember right now.
No, there were 5 pages.
5, yes. 5.
And we also destroyed 1.
Yes. Excellent.
Which in this case was not the first page; it was the last page.
It was
actually,
it was the middle.
The
It was
fourth.
it was the 4th page.
Number
It was like in
4,
the middle.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right, sweet. Yeah, so we'll just say that you guys investigate those pages as well with your reader.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing on these pages.
So they're summoning demons, as far as I can tell. I mean, it seems like they're summoning like a big demon, looking at the progression.
Yeah, that last one was probably bigger than what they've done on these first couple of pages.
At this point, BigYin, you're back with the group. I would say you kind of just rested your head a little bit, realizing I probably shouldn't sleep right now. That's not conducive to what's helpful for the team.
Now,
and head back downstairs.
Now, the question I have is, where would you go to summon a big ass demon in this town?
Maybe the magical fucking, quarry.
A good point. I was thinking the quarry.
Or, whatever it is that was back there, because I wasn't here. I think I was drunk.
The quarry itself, not well. I guess it was pretty magical.
So
good point.
BigYin, you walk down and you hear Ulrich and Lando agreeing on something about something being magical. That's where you walk in on.
He's not there.
Yeah, he's not there. That's fine. I just wanted to let him know where he walked in on that conversation. Cool. Continue. I just wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking quarry as well. That was my first thought. That's where I would summon a demon, unless I was trying to do some damage, and then I'd do it like the inn. Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
But
Well, we also have to keep in mind that this group that we found these papers from, they've been gone for a while. So whatever happened may have been the cause of them not being around anymore.
What seems to, as you guys have kind of like kind of pieced a few things together, at least a 10-day. So at least a week.
So if they summoned a demon and they were successful, then it's probably been a couple of days since that happened. And they're not returned.
well, I'm thinking that they were gonna after their little party, right? But then we plugged up their hole, and they can't get back very quick.
Okay.
Right? Or else there'd be a demon. Well, actually, hold on.
There was a
There
demon.
was a demon. That's a good point. Very good point, Lando.
I
This
met
guy
him.
gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him too. He was in
hold
me.
on. What happened to Frank when I was in the pool?
The Frank just waited outside.
Cool.
He knew
Good dog.
the dog knew he couldn't swim.
Yeah. He would melt.
I
Something
point
like that.
out, the BigYin would like to point out at this point that if you look at the summoning circle on the back on the paper, the notes are there for lesser demons. It's
Well, yeah, you said that the fourth page got destroyed though.
I
And
mean,
if you look at how it goes summoning circle for small things, and a smaller thing, and then a bigger thing, I'd say the fourth one is even bigger.
it's entirely possible, but I mean, if they did summon a demon, well, it's gone at this point. No,
Kind of just a out of character question. That demon that we did find, was that a lesser demon or was that more than a lesser demon?
That was a
Um.
demon prince from what was
Yes.
Yeah.
said by Garfield.
Yes, from what Garfield told you, and
Okay.
yeah,
So we
I'll
can-
leave you at that, right? So you can do a history arcana check, but you could make
Okay.
whatever assumption based off your demon prince that you would like to.
BigYin's making the
History-
arcana
Bad
check.
motherfucker.
Yeah, much stronger than a lesser demon. Think like one of the top tier demons that you could possibly interact with. Not the
I mean-
king necessarily, right? But like
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
same like level of power.
Beelzebub.
BigYin kind of scratches his head. It's like, well, considering that, I mean, Garfield did say the demon that we were dealing with was a prince,
And it was a
in-
fragment of that.
and it was
right?
a fragment of the prince. I reckon if a demon prince had just suddenly shown up, there wouldn't be much of the Red Larch left.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In addition, if that demon prince was inside their room, I would almost make the assumption that they summoned him inside the room, or they did
Yes.
try to summon him there.
Oh, maybe that's what the vibrating was that's
Yeah.
causing all the ruckus.
Very possible. Yeah.
But then wouldn't there be a... Now, I'm not a magic person, y'all know this. Isn't this just a sketch of a summoning circle that you then have to put somewhere? Or is this enough?
I mean, there's a specific note that says, do not let organic matter come in contact with it. So I'm assuming you could summon something from the circle on the back of the piece of paper. You can technically draw a summoning circle anywhere. But then once you apply organic matter, that allows for the summoning.
Typically you need to have magic power, which picking you just know, but organic matter is kind of like the trigger for it, and then as much power you put into that summoning circle would be what you get out of it. And if you don't have any magic, bad things could happen.
The question, though, is the sketch on the back of the page big enough to actually summon anything, or is that just essentially notation on what to draw for a bigger actual summoning circle?
I
yeah.
think of it as
Go ahead. I wasn't sure if
mean-
he was asking me or if he was asking the group. Sorry, continue.
The group,
Yeah, that's fine. Continue.
I mean, technically, the paper just serves the paper and the circle serve as a stand-in for an actual doorway. I mean, we're talking about the doorway in the metaphysical sense. It opens up, it bridges the gap between our dimension and another. It opens, and then the object you are trying to summon will literally pull its way through.
so yes.
Now, the size doesn't matter, effectively, and if there's more magic coming through in a given area where you're trying to summon it and it can contain it, there might be a bit of physical damage to the area. But I can say I can say with a wee bit of confidence that this summoning circle here, it would maybe be a good idea to put your blood on. I'll put it that way, laddie.
I'm not
Not unless
trying
you
to.
want another demon running around your
No,
head.
I'm not trying to use. I was just like, if it needs to be bigger, then we can probably find a bigger summoning circle somewhere. But if this is big enough to summon a demon, then we know where they did it. But if you're saying this is big enough that you can summon a demon from, then well, we found it.
I mean, not that I'm an expert in such things. I mean, theoretically, and actually, would my 19? Would I have to roll another Arcana check, DM, to have any kind of certainty in what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you feel pretty confident that what you're saying is correct.
Okay.
However, you also get the feeling that if Ulrich, for example, someone with, from what you understand, little to no magical insight, were to put his hand on there, either A, nothing would happen, or
Or it would
B,
possess him.
yeah, or something really bad would happen.
Alright.
Um,
Let me put it this way, laddie. If you were to touch that piece of paper, if you were to actually put your hand in that summoning circle,
That's
two
not what
things
I'm
could happen.
trying to do, though.
I,
That's
I, I
not
know. This is theoretical. I
right.
understand. Just
But
discussing with
also,
you.
now you need to listen to me here. I don't care. What you're telling me is there's no bigger summoning circle for us to find. Yes?
I mean, potentially. It might be a good idea to check around the perimeter of the town, see if they put any markings down. I mean, the roads of this place are kind of a circle. It might be worth checking to see if there's any strange carvings on anything, but I figure this piece of paper would be enough. From what I understand about the magic, again, I'm not an expert. It's not exactly my thing.
All right. All right. So then also, we also need to figure out who the heck is on their side.
Well, yeah, according to these notes, they have been working with the leaders of this town.
Right.
So,
Now,
I also would like to add that I think they probably are now the leaders of this town. You know, one of the things that they said they also was that they have infiltrated the town, and people are going missing and people are walking differently, and I think they've been replaced. And also, homies are selling masks and shit that will change what you look like. So,
but it's
you
stuck
know.
to your face permanently if you put it on.
Yeah, Exhibit A, Exhibit B, these are different people. Exhibit C, bro.
I love it. I love it. Keep going. I love it.
yeah,
So
wow. Like, Ulrich's like, damn, all right. For once, Lando seems to be paying attention.
DM, would I know
I'm seeing dots and I'm just connecting them, you know?
DM, would I know how common a mask of many faces is? Like how
Uh,
easy it is to produce, how easy or difficult it is to produce?
Fairly uncommon. You need someone with fairly competent magical power to do it. Not necessarily level of Garfield, but
Yeah,
someone
like
more
Garfield could
closer.
probably churn them out, but
Sure, yeah, but somebody closer to your level could do that given the time, material, and resources.
I just kind of tap my staff against the ground as kind of like almost like a judge's gavel to after Ulrich. I feel like Ulrich spinning off a. It's like, I point to Cromwell's Mask of Many Faces and I say that's not necessarily an easy or cheap thing to make. Garfield, I reckon, could crank them out no problem.
Well,
I could potentially make it,
yeah,
but
but
it would
also,
take a while.
can you make one of these summoning circles that
I
could
mean, the
summon
summoning
a major
tech
demon?
technically, if I had the book or the knowledge, and anyone with anyone with the knowledge could write out a summoning circle. Drawing one is one thing. Actually summoning it and using it properly without killing yourself is another,
Right.
depending on
So
what you're
would
trying to summon.
so
As I
would
was trying to tell you, laddie, as I was trying
someone with the ability to do that be able to make these masks? A lot of them.
I mean, you're talking about the levels of magic are entirely different. A summoning circle is almost, depending on the summoning circle, it's almost like a slot machine. You put in the ingredients, you get something out. Unless you're looking to try and summon something specific. Technically, anyone, if they have a book of summoning, could draw a summoning circle, put some blood down, apply their will, and either two things will happen. One, nothing. Two, they either A, successfully summon something, or B, they get possessed, which may be a good thing anyways, as you experience for yourself. Isn't
Well,
it fun?
yeah.
Wait,
Wouldn't be bad.
this here requires material, theoretical know-how, and not a small amount of skill to make. And you'll be, depending on the magical talent and knowledge, you'd be great knackered after making one. So, to crank out enough to maybe step for lives an entire town, that would be someone of considerable magical talent, or they've got some kind of cottage industry making these things. I didn't know. I didn't think the entire town's a bunch of mask-wearing nutters. It's entirely possible that a few key people have been replaced, but near the entire town.
So we agree then.
It's within the realm of possibility.
That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear.
What do you want to do? Burn the whole town down?
Well, no.
What Ulrich hears is like we all heard in the old like 90s commercials for the popsicle things. If it's popsicle, it's possible.
I'm not saying we need to burn the whole town down, because we both agree not all the whole town is possessed or turned into something else or whatever.
And how do you propose to go around finding out who is who they say they are and who's not?
You have
Have
a
you got a
paladin.
truth serum?
We look at them.
You have a paladin.
I mean,
I'll-
I don't know what that means.
We have
Like
a paladin.
Ulrich. Yeah, Ulrich's like, okay.
We're asking, basically, it's a hint for Cromwell to speak up and say something.
I'm saying
Cromwell?
we could just sit there and watch some folk, like say the sheriff, the quarry master, and see if anything interesting goes on. We know it will.
Mr.
Unless anyone
Paladin.
else can do something about it.
Mr. Paladin, please tell me you're reading your character sheet. For the love of fucking God, please.
I
Or
don't
he's
even think he's at his desk right now.
Did he say something? Did I miss something?
No?
No, he's been muted. I think either he's muted or he's not paying attention or he's away from his
Cromwell.
computer again.
I'm gonna look at his character sheet then real quick just to see,
Cromwellian, Scullion.
because I'm pretty sure I'm right. I want to make sure I'm right before I just continue on this stupid tangent of like trying to bother him.
While Ulrich is expounding upon his plan to dig into.
Yeah,
to
he has
try
a
and
whole
observe
thing
the
called
town.
Divine Sense.
So, I'd like to actually
He has a whole
twig
thing.
I'm gonna tune my head over to the what's it called? Emerald Enclave channel and reach out specifically to Elwarin. It's like, oi, laddie, do you feel anything? Do you feel any after effects of that demon talking to you? Not to be too concerned, because I can fix it again after a long rest. But when I said I felt like taking a nap, I still didn't. I felt a weird and odd presence, a wee bit different from the other presences that are currently running around my head. Have you noticed anything? Any wee trespassers?
No, I have not felt any.
As you say that, you feel something weird in your like kind of weird and fuzzy. It's unpleasant. Makes you think back to what he said in your head again about how he could give you the power to defeat all these foes, etc., etc.
Now that you're mentioning it, I do have a strange feeling inside myself.
Great. Well, actually, DM, this brings up my the question I wanted to ask. You and I had previously thought of a homebrew where I could possibly burn a spell slot, burn a certain number of spell slots to upcast a spell, or no. So you're not gonna let me do it in this case?
I told you no there.
Okay.
On that, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot.
I think what I told you is like if you wanted to cast like a healing thing and just do like multiple of them at one point, like just at one time, I was okay with that. I think it's maybe what.
Never mind. Okay. Well, then. Anyway, I'll turn back into character. Right. Well, looks like after a long rest, you and I will have to have a wee talk, and I'll have to burn both my spell slots again. I'll have to use a dispel again. But I'll need a wee nap. I'll need a wee long rest, and I didn't think we're gonna get one of those anytime soon.
Well, we also want to make sure that it's not just you and me. There might be others feeling the same way. We were all kind of close and exposed to that demon.
Lando, effectively, it said Lando was too dumb. He couldn't do anything to Lando. Same with Cromwell. They didn't have the brains. They were not suitable for as a host.
Fair enough.
Well,
Um,
now, as much as I'd love to believe that, isn't that
I
exactly
agree.
what
you're not
someone...
hearing this. You're not hearing
Oh,
this.
that's
We're talking
true.
in
It's
our
all
head.
all over the telepathic waves. Anyways,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Lightsource, thank you for coming back. Does your Discord work now?
Yeah, no, I cut off for like 10 minutes or
Excellent.
5 minutes. I don't know
Cool.
if it was that long, but
So I was explaining to the crew that you could use your Define Sense to sense if any of them had changed or been possessed or something like that. That's a thing
I
you
also
can do.
think that we should check out this dog.
Right now, the pervasive hypothesis is that there are people who have the mask that you're holding placed upon them and are looking like townsfolk.
And or have been possessed by demons.
Right.
I could
Or they are
definitely,
demons who have a mask on
Mm.
and are looking like townsfolk.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
actually
we
that
could,
seems to be the most likely.
walk around and check.
You're a demon. You're a demon. You've got a demon. You've got a demon. Everybody's got a demon. Oprah.
Well, how often can you do your special thing?
I think, let me see, 4 times.
That's pretty good. Just saying.
It's pretty good.
Pretty
I think
good.
we can at
Pretty
least
good.
start with 2 homies. That stupid maid shop guy and Yolantha. Let's go. We can go check them out again.
Well, so I'm thinking we can get 2 in 1 and get Sheriff back to Mother Yolantha's, and then we can check them both at the same time.
Yeah. I like that idea.
All we gotta do, find the sheriff again.
I would point out that a lot of people, and the best place to check would possibly be the pub. Remind me, which of you has been thrown out of the pub again? The swinging sword and the helm at the high sun.
Well, technically, I have been expelled from the Helm at the High Sun.
You think they're going to remember us?
Yeah.
I reckon
Yeah.
that particular bartender would. You'd especially be remembered.
Nope.
Well, I don't believe that you've been kicked out.
Oh,
I have
he's
not
not been
been.
kicked out. He holds the beer. He holds the record.
I woke up there and I was treated very kindly.
Right. Cromwell and I happened to
I
not
also
be
found
welcome
some
back.
jewelry within me. It was pretty nice, and I was covered in butter.
We can also try to make amends.
Well, we could. Or
Well, the question is, do we want to get the biggest amount of people in one room and check them, or do we want to check specific people like the sheriff or the query master, whatever her name is?
Checking probably. I feel like we got to confirm our theory first, and that's worth a test.
I could put on my own mask, turn into someone famous, draw everyone out, and use my divine sense to hit everyone at once.
How would you draw everybody out?
look if the famous person is in town.
Who would you?
Look, it's a.
Doesn't the mask stay on? Doesn't the mask stay on forever?
We're right, but he can just change his appearance again.
But he would commit to the mask.
I would be committing to the mask on my face
Forever.
forever.
Unless you guys got to remove curse spell to remove it.
Now,
Are you okay with that?
if it were
I'm
me,
doing it
I'd
for the
say
team.
no.
I feel like he's already probably wearing one. That's why he's got the mask.
But then he won't be able to take it off.
Well, then he's just masks on masks, like mask
Oh,
on,
double
mask on,
mask.
I guess.
Love it.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm found out.
Big brain move.
Well, it's not my power, so I'll leave it to you. We have a course of action at least, right? Makes sense. I would say let's not slaughter anyone in the streets. So if we're like, that dude's a demon, don't kill him immediately.
What if we
I
slaughter
like
him?
look directly at
the
Lando, like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm not necessarily against slaughtering.
Ooh, what if
However,
we go take them to the board house and we can kill them in the sheets? The ones that get set on fire.
or we could just capture them and like send them to jail.
Send a demon to jail. That's a great idea.
Especially if it's the sheriff in
I-
town too.
Yeah,
I remind
especially
you-
if the sheriff is a bad guy.
I'd like to point out.
I don't think we can trust anybody in this town.
But
I'd
I've
like to
been
point
saying.
out.
Go ahead.
Didn't I think everyone's a demon?
they
It may just be criminals. And if
Well,
we
yeah.
can determine if the sheriff might be the person we want to talk to first or examine first, that may be a good idea.
I feel like we should at least try it with the Yolantha homie, because at least we know that she's been acting different. Or walking different. Or the Valvo guy.
Hey,
Again.
Cromwell, what's your modifier? Basically, how much plus to charisma do you have?
It is
3.
How do I check?
It's literally
Look
says
at your
it.
charisma.
I think
charisma and
it's
look at
3.
plus.
It's 3. It's 3.
So he can basically use divine sense 3 times.
4 times.
So
4 times.
4. It's plus 1
1
plus
plus your
charisma. So
charisma.
yeah.
Yeah.
So 4. So if we can like get him into both pubs at the quarry and check out the sheriff, it might be the best way to do it.
Yeah,
But
and
that's
one
just
thing
my thinking.
and one thing we should also keep in mind, if we're suspicious about Valvo because he was walking different, he was also the one selling the mask. So not sure if that mask is that trustworthy for
He also
Cromwell to put on his face.
he came out with everything on a piece of paper saying, "Oh, this is how much I'm going to sell this for," which I feel like he didn't do before.
Now that's a good point. Maybe we should check Valvo first before you put that mask on.
I mean, if he puts that mask, but if
I'm
we
just
find
saying.
a way to not use that mask at this point, but it might be.
I'm gonna put on the mask as a last
Oh,
resort.
jeez.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Whew,
Okay.
whew.
I thought you were saying you're putting it on. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
I was like,
Right now,
you're
I'm
gonna
just
give
gonna do it.
I was like, you're gonna need to give me a second. You're pulling a BigYin on me.
Yeah, so I think our most prudent course of action at this point is to check Valvo. And maybe if we're lucky, we can get a couple other people as controls. I guess we would be the control, though I don't know, maybe y'all are demons.
Should I check us?
So what you did?
Well,
If you use
the-
it once here, it'll do everybody in the room.
well, we could just all be at Valvo's, and you can check Valvo and us instead of just us. That way, we already have one, and we also be checked. We probably need also some sort of cover when we go back to Valvo, because we've already been there twice today, and it might be kind of strange to just show up randomly a third time.
I'll just let him know there's a crack in my mask.
Well, we're also like well-paying customers. You should be excited to see us.
Fair enough.
Doesn't matter how many times. Like, man, if y'all came to my shop 3 times that day, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Well, again, we are suspicious of this guy, so I'm not sure if that gives
Have we?
something away.
But have we been suspicious of him?
We are now, since
Well,
we noticed
now.
that we noticed that limp last time we visited him that we didn't notice before.
But the last 2 times we were there, were y'all suspicious of him?
Well, after Lando shared his observation at the Mother, no, whatever her name was, the
Yeah.
Mother Yolantha.
was it Mother Yolanda? Yeah.
I mean,
It
does your magic work through walls?
I don't see why not.
Doesn't
don't
say.
gotta
Yeah.
go in.
Doesn't. Yeah. Doesn't.
We don't gotta go in
That's true.
Okay.
unless he's got a really big shop. I think we can get him, right?
We can just loiter. Also, 60 feet is not very big.
I mean, so that would be like here to like 50 feet is this length. Let me try to get like length on here.
But again, we would want to make sure
Yeah,
that
so-
there's not someone else in that store that might be that presence.
60 feet. Like
Right.
if you did it outside here, it's a pretty decent sized area.
It's actually 120 feet in diameter.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
So
It's
60 feet
from
way.
you.
Yeah, so 60 feet this way. Yeah, that's a pretty good circle.
Yeah.
Pretty good space.
Definitely his whole shop, unless he has an underground dungeon.
I'm kidding.
So
I think
why
we
don't
should
we
just
do
go.
some? Yeah, let's do some loitering. Well, maybe we could get in position and maybe get Garfield in on this because we know he's a demon.
But so my question is, I have to read through this, but would we be able to? Oh, you know the location. Okay, you know the exact location. That's good. Never mind that.
Wait, did you just?
We don't know he's a demon.
I'm a demon.
No, Garfield.
We might be.
Yeah. Just Ulrich is jumping to conclusions here.
Whew, almost killed me here with laughter.
Yeah.
Whew. Whew.
We don't know that he's a demon. But
Unfoiling my major plot reveal. Oh no.
yeah, I got you. I got you dead to right.
He's a demon. I seen it.
All right, well, let's get to it, huh?
Cool. Marvelous, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it takes you guys the standard 4 minutes to get to Valvo's place.
Yeah.
Where would you guys like to be standing before you use your divine sense?
I'm just gonna stand right at the front door.
Okay.
Front door. Awkward.
Sorry. So right
Is
here.
there like a window and Volvo sees him? Like...
Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much what's happening.
Like the whole group's just standing outside.
Yeah, and Cromwell is just standing there, and then Valvo's looking like, huh? And he's like walking up to like open the door, but before he gets to the door, you
Wait, someone has to stay inside the treehouse.
You
No.
can stay inside.
doesn't have to. You guys can just
Yeah.
leave.
No, because
That's
if someone leaves, then doesn't it disappear?
Yeah,
But we-
and that's
Well, no,
fine.
but we have our rooms, and we're paid up. I think still.
Yeah, so I'm saying you guys can
I'll stay-
leave. That's fine. All right.
I'll stay in the treehouse. I can hang out with Frank.
Cool. Yeah.
No, actually, we'll all leave the tree. We'll all leave.
Well,
It's
hasn't... Wait, so have we had the trios up overnight already?
No.
No,
Well,
it's
all
literally
happened in
been
the
like
same-
4 hours since
3
the
hours,
tree.
4 hours.
Yeah.
So
something
like,
like that.
I guess my question is, are we going to like at this point, if we leave, we lose our basically our secure location for discussion. So at this point, the walls
Yeah.
have ears, and like
Not
I'm
a
not saying
great
this is a
idea.
big in. I'm talking about this from like a
Yeah.
strategy
Yeah,
point of view.
no.
Like if I'm happy to sit and try and figure out what's going on in my head, because at this point I'm not all that useful, and I'm super, and I stick out like a sore thumb. I'm like a giant walking boulder. So I can hang out in the treehouse and hold it down. Y'all can go out and find all the people. We can mark them, and then we can come up with a plan of attack, and then get rid of the treehouse and make it like
Right.
we're going back to the pub to spend the night.
Well, I
Yeah.
think it'd be a good idea to have the tree just in case, because then we can take people back if we want to.
You're gonna kidnap people? Is that what you're saying?
Alright,
Kidnap
I'll
demons.
hold the tree ready.
specifically.
Sure.
So
Sure.
BigYin will stay
No.
behind on the tree.
We'll kidnap
Or
people like we tried
fiends.
to kidnap that kid.
We never kidnapped a kid.
He
Well,
just
but then he
disappeared in the last.
disappeared.
Yeah. So I mean, really.
Yeah, because the vampire ate him.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. That's a thought that you guys have.
He
You guys
was-
have no
He
idea.
was taken by Casper and friends.
You know,
Well,
I
so
had a whole side plot for that. A whole thing for you guys.
Don't
That
worry,
was-
we figured it out already,
Yeah.
so we don't
yeah,
need to
Yep.
explore it.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was Casper.
Yep. That's for your unfriendly ghosts in this world.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that means that we're gonna not check BigYin if he's a demon.
Correct.
That's great.
Oh, that's a good point too. That's a good point too. But we already
Yeah.
know he's also a demon, so it's okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
fine.
Elwarin might also be a demon at this point.
That's
We'll
what he's
find
saying.
out.
He wants
We'll
to check
find
both
out.
of you guys. He wants both
So
of you guys
if
to get
I
checked out.
think if Elwarin is the only one who's a demon, yeah, we'll
Well,
cross that bridge when we
If
come to
this,
it.
yeah, if this shows anything, I have the knowledge that BigYin has the same feeling, so we could draw a connection there if that's the case.
Well, it's not necessarily demonic. It's more just like
Yeah, yeah.
the words the demon spoke kind of left a psychic imprint on us. We are doubting ourselves currently because we barely passed the wisdom check.
All right, let's just do it.
Cool. Yeah. So BigYin is left behind. You have your telepathic ring to chat with him as needed. And you are outside Valvo's shop. Valvo sees you as you sense. You send your senses out. A sulfuric acid smell like Yellowstone hits you square in the face, Cromwell, and it gets stronger and stronger as this being you know as Valvo approaches the door. However, you also smell a faint wisp of like honey and vanilla in the air coming further back, and it seems deeper into the shop.
That's what Valvo normally smells like.
Is it?
Yeah, I would just assume. You're not going to assume some guy smelling honey and wine like a fucking demon, now are ya, Mr. No Magic?
What? Say maybe we could get a little bit more explanation of what that means in like
Yeah,
game
so
terms.
specifically to his divine sense, powerful good rings like blah blah blah. But the way that I'm setting this up is like Valvo that you guys know isn't super powerfully good, right? He's like a fairly good guy, but he's not like a super strong character. So instead of having like sounds, I'm having it be like a smaller, like a slight scent waft through the air. And then stronger evil is just noxious, like sulfuric acid, like yeah. And it gets stronger as Valvo, what you guys believe is Valvo, approaches the door. And as he opens the door, hi guys, what can I help you with? Completely different voice this time, not his usual like this deeper, like scratchy kind of voice. It is a higher pitch, and this man looks excited to see you.
Okay, table talk. Can we kill him?
No, what?
We're not gonna kill him.
We talked about that before we left the tree.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up again.
Yeah, we shouldn't just kill people in the streets.
Well, we're not
That's a
killing him in
bad-
the street. We're gonna kill him in the shop.
Bad look.
So he
Take him
knows he knows the type though, right? So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah,
Does
is
he
he a
know that-
fiend?
It is a fiend, yes.
And then in the back, is that a celestial or
No.
undead?
No,
Okay.
neither. It seems to be non-magical, like full magical being.
Oh, like a human?
Perhaps. Could be a dwarf.
What? We must save the dwarf.
You don't know this. This is all Cromwell. Cromwell. It could be another, Asimir. It could be a Furball back there. It's some humanoid creature. You could tell.
But as it stands right now, only Cromwell knows.
Yes.
I'm just gonna.
What does he realize? What does Cromwell realize Valvo is? The Valvo thing is?
A
He's a
fiend.
Some
fiend.
kind of fiend.
Which Valvo, I believe, is not. Are there any other, aside from those two?
No other smells that he can smell in this vicinity at this point in day.
Great. Good news. Maybe.
Again, let me just reiterate. I think we should kill him.
Well, right now we don't know that he's bad. Well, we kind of do because like he's a completely different sound, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We need Cromwell to do something.
I'm just gonna turn around and walk away.
What the fuck?
All
Okay.
right. Well,
Hey guys,
No.
do you need to buy anything
sorry.
else?
Nah, he was while we were walking over here. He was like, "Oh boy, I totally want to get something else because we've been buying stuff." But then he's like, "Ah, shit, I don't have any money."
Oh, I
And
get
then-
that. I get that.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm not gonna buy you nothing. You bought too much." So
That's fair. Y'all did buy a lot last time you were here. Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel that.
yeah.
Feel that.
Well, sorry to bother you. We'll probably be back because apparently that's what we're doing today.
Sure. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you'll have some coin with you this time.
And we walk away.
And he closes the door.
That's
Same
not
weird
sus.
gate that Elwarin and Cromwell saw last time. Same
I like
same
to
weird
look
gate.
at Cromwell like, what the fuck was that all about?
And I'll at this point I'll kind of say, I'll tell you later, and I'll just keep walking. I can't say it now, dude. We're not in the fucking tree.
Yeah, well, we don't need to be in the tree to kill him.
We're not killing him.
Let's fucking cut his head off.
What the fuck?
This is all table talk. This is all table talk. Don't worry. Let's not think that out
I
loud.
can axe him, and then I can
okay,
sick
so-
Frank on him, get him to bite his toe.
Frank has no
Okay,
damaging
okay,
abilities.
so here's what it is. Out of character, if I had some reason to do it, I totally would. But as of now, there's just no reason for me to.
Sure.
So, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, sure.
So
That's-
yeah, just follow Cromwell wherever
moving
he's
on.
going.
And I will start walking toward. Where are we going? What's next?
I don't know. You haven't told us anything. So
I'm gonna walk into the inn at the Swinging Sword.
Okay.
Out of character, real quick.
Yep.
What's like the radius of this whole town in general? it like
the map, fortunately, if you use the tool, the length tool, is accurate. It is to scale.
Okay.
So you can tell it's roughly, what is this?
1,500 feet.
Yeah, so you'd say like 1,200 feet long and roughly 1,500 feet wide, maybe a little more than that. Yeah.
I just realized that I have also the ability to just sense if there's certain creatures in a 1 mile distance from me, but I couldn't pinpoint who it is.
Sure.
It would have been just a test initially. I could have done it before we tested Valvo to see if there's anybody around. It is a fiend or something like this, but never mind.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't remember what all of y'all's abilities are and all your things. That's gonna be on you guys. But I did remember this because when I planned this thing, I was like, he has that, so you do have a way to detect things. So.
Well, yeah. I was gonna just see if it would make sense to do that first to just like save. But if it's the whole town, it's obviously going to tell me that there's a certain creatures around, and we still have to check everybody else. So.
Yeah, so post that ability in chat, and I'll let you know how much information you're able to gather with that before you even use it.
Jesus.
The types of creature, Jesus fucking Christ.
It doesn't reveal location or number.
It just
So it would just tell me it's
yes,
there.
There are. Yes, it would be like yes, there are. Yeah.
And that pretty much we already knew before, so it doesn't help us.
Yeah. I mean, you just would have solidified the hunch.
It could have been like, before we check anybody, let me check if I can sense anything.
Yeah.
But
and we'll say you did that, and yes, you did feel there were fiends in the area.
I don't want to use my slot, so it's fine.
Yeah. That's fine. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you head to the Swinging Sword.
Yep. Into the Swinging Sword.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna stand outside like a creeper.
No, I'm walking into the Swinging Sword.
Yeah.
Might as well grab a drink or something.
You can go in the middle, and you can get the whole space if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna go grab a beer and then go into the middle of the space, so I'm not.
We'll say like the bar area.
Staring at people.
Yeah, the bar area is roughly in the middle, just to keep life easy.
Not suspicious. Now he's worried about being suspicious. He's like, oh shit, there's demons out here. We gotta fucking play it cool, guys. I got a little bit nervous after Valivos. I was like, oh shit, it's not gonna work out. Shit, oh shit.
Cool. Yeah. So you use it again, and you don't smell anything bad.
Oh, it's fucking useless.
Anything good?
Oh, that's great.
I mean, he smells a few like faintly sweet scents, but nothing like a celestial or anything like that is around.
Nothing like he smelled down there. Okay.
Well, no, similar to like what he smelled down there, right? Like the faint smell of like honey and vanilla.
Okay.
But it's that, right? It's like a humanoid creature that aligns into the good side, but
Okay.
nothing like, oh God, I have an angel somewhere around me. You know what I mean? That would be like church bells and choirs and all that jazz.
I think
Okay,
he's
so-
smelling somebody who, dealt it.
Perhaps, yeah.
Yikes. Out of character, if I was to be whispering to the group,
Mhm.
and I know that no one of a demon background is within 60 feet of me, then do they have chances of hearing me? I don't
So
know.
you-
I just don't know. I guess my question is like, is there any kind of ability in the D&D world to hear fucking
Yes.
120
Yeah.
plus
Yes.
feet?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
Yikes.
It is not something that is used lightly. I would say it's not something that anybody can just use at will. It is a decently powerful spell, but yes, it is possible.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and whisper and just let the group know what happened at Valavos and why I kind of just freaked out and turned around and walked away.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so everybody knows that there's a fiend of some sort at Valavos, as well as some other normal-ish, normal, good aligned human or
And-
humanoid
and just-
creature in there.
You see Ulrich's eyes go wide, and stare at Cromwell.
Wait, hang on. Was the demon? You said the fiend was positively or negatively aligned?
Negative.
Negative. Okay, just wanted to make
And,
sure.
and was he able to pinpoint it to Volvo or just within that building?
And
Did
like
he,
I said,
like-
as this creature known as Valvo approached him, the smell got stronger, so he's
Okay,
able
yeah.
to pinpoint
So,
based off that. I
yeah.
felt like it was lame if that. Yeah. Anyways, that's
No,
how
it
I
says
was
it says
interpreting
in
it.
it says in the spell that he can do it. He can pinpoint.
Yeah.
He knows the place.
just wanted to confirm that. Perfect.
Okay, and I see Ulrich. As I see Ulrich staring at me, I'm just gonna look at you, Ulrich, and just kind of back up. So you never stare at me like that.
And he I put up my hands over my face palm. What? Okay. Okay. Well,
I'll push my beer into Ulrich's face.
I
It's
real
cold.
quietly,
It's-
he's just we can't talk about that here. I appreciate you, but we can't make any plans now because we're in an inn.
But there's
Well, yes.
nobody within 60 feet.
Nobody. Okay. All right.
No.
Yeah.
Let's head back to let's go back to the tree.
So you know that there's no demons or fiends
Yeah,
or
no,
evil
I know,
things.
I know,
okay.
I
All right.
know, but
That's
I
what you
didn't
said.
wanna
Okay.
say-
all right.
I didn't
That's
wanna
fine.
say
No.
the word demon.
That's
Right,
fine. That's
yeah, well,
fine.
yes,
That's fine.
but
I just wanted to make sure, as the DM, that you understand there are other people in the inn. Just
I
Right.
know that. I realize that.
that's fine. Just wanted to make sure that was clear.
yeah, or it's oh my god, we need to go back to the tree. We need to talk. And he just leaves the swinging sword.
Cool.
At a
Yeah.
brisk pace.
Yeah, I will chug the rest of my beer and follow Ulrich
Yeah.
out.
It's a silver as per usual.
Cool. I'll throw a gold.
Got it. Cleese is like, hell yes, this is my fucking day. In the same voice she does normally. I was ill prepared for that statement from you. Okay, continue. All right, you guys are back in the treehouse. It's been 10 minutes
2 minutes?
total. I don't know. Fuck.
Okay.
10 minutes total since you left the treehouse. Round trip, it was 10 minutes.
The BigYin just looks
When
at the
did
guys
you
and it's
do
like, "Hey, what
He's
happened?"
a demon? What the goddamn? You tell me Valvo's a demon. And then you told me that he's a
yes.
demon in a room with people in it.
Yeah, but there are no other demons around.
Yeah, but they might know the demons.
Why would non-demons help?
People are fucking crazy.
See-
Look at you.
No. So follow me here, right? He's got an 8 intelligence, so this is very on par.
Right.
It's very on par.
That's you. But you do. Okay, that's a different discussion altogether.
He
I have
doesn't
a
serve
7
it.
intelligence.
Yeah,
You
have an
should
8.
know.
He doesn't serve a demon, by the way, just so we're all clear.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
but it's basically the same thing.
And to you, fine. That's fine, I guess. Yeah.
It's an evil entity.
Sure. I'm just saying that god
Like,
doesn't
is-
fall under the fiend category. Is all I was
Right,
trying
I
to
know,
say.
but
Yeah.
it's an evil entity that's giving him
Sure.
power.
Sure. That's fine.
Ulrich's just like, what in the god? All right. So Valvo definitely a fiend.
Well,
Yeah?
that means Lando's suspicion with that limp or walk that we recognized, having to do some of that, is correct. Which would also almost already tell us that the Mother Yolanta is one of those as
Lando?
well.
You are on a roll today. I gotta tell you
Why? We should do some killing.
that. Well, now I'm not. Here's the problem with killing. Here's
Get
the
in there
problem with
right
killing.
next.
No, here's the problem with killing. You don't find out any more information from them.
Okay, well then we just chop a leg off or a foot.
Yeah,
know?
but then they're gonna be screaming
Well,
in the
we
middle of
take
town.
we take them to our treehouse.
There we go. Now we're on
Then
the same
chop their foot
page.
off.
Yeah. All right. I don't know about the
I'm not-
chopping.
There are not exactly facilities here for imprisonment and interrogation.
We can
I
put
thought-
them in my ever-filling keg.
It's
keg
not a
isn't that
full-size
big.
keg, laddie. It's a small table keg.
Now
We'll put
here's
their
a
head-
Maybe
question.
it maybe holds like 4
Well,
pints of beer total.
We'll drown them.
What?
I,
Theoretically,
BigYin is like just scratching his head at this point. It's like I didn't think it worked that way, laddie.
Okay,
what
my
happens?
I'm only good for 1 or 2 good ideas, every time we play.
What
Not
would
all of them are
happen?
winners.
What would happen if you dispelled this tree with someone in it?
They would be held in stasis in a pocket dimension.
Like a prison.
Supposedly.
Ooh.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, supposedly they'd have air. The thing
You're
is,
not
it's
sure.
like
You're
let
not.
me
You're not
explain.
entirely sure.
I'm not entirely sure how
I
the
think we
magic
should we
works.
should take that
You
risk.
can
Let-
test it out with Frank.
Allow me to
No.
allow me to put it this way: any supplies we bring in will last a lot longer that we stock here, because this place kind of exists in its own space and time, and it only comes into sync with ours when I summon it. So it's entirely possible that we could lock someone in here, and the next time we summoned it, they'd be dead.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Actually, seems like 2 birds with 1 stone.
I'm
Honestly.
not keen about it turning my mobile home into a prison.
You can put him in my room.
I mean, you can put 'em in my room too. For all I care, I'll sleep out here in the living room. This place is pretty swank as well.
It is. It is pretty nice outside. In the living room area.
Now, all right. So but being that said, this is your home. If you don't want prisoners in your home, I understand that. However, I'm just gonna posit this: we are gonna be capturing this folk, and we may have to kill them. If we kill them, it's gonna be in town, right? And people are gonna see us killing them. And that's gonna look bad on all of us.
I think it is a good idea for me to put this damn mask on.
No, I don't. Why would you say that?
I'll disguise myself and kill Valvo.
He just wants to do that to get away. Oh, actually, no, that's not a bad idea.
I'm saying we just
Go
lure
on,
him
go on.
into the back, knock him silly, tie him up, bring him
Like,
in
carry
here.
him on our shoulders? Like, that's not suspicious.
Oh, that's pretty suspicious. You're right.
We can go
Now-
get our cart.
That's all equally suspicious.
That's so
It'll just
fucking-
be a- it'll
that's
just be a
even
rig-
more
There'll just be
suspicious.
a wriggling body in the back.
Anyone get a bag of holding?
Ah, I do have one.
So,
Can I put someone in there?
Yes,
Can.
but one thing you have to
Can.
empty the contents that you have in there now because you have a shit ton of things in there, from what I recall.
Ah,
But you can put that all in the treehouse and it'll be
I
fine.
can put it in the treehouse.
Put it in your room, yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put my shit in the room.
All right, yeah. So you empty your contents of your bag of folding out into your room. It's the assortment of materials that you've gathered and placed in there. And you come back a couple minutes later, and it's empty.
All right.
Good to go.
Now we can put them in the bag. But then where would we bring them? Now this is again. I'm going to respect your wishes here, BigYin. If you don't want prisoners in here, we won't bring prisoners in here.
What about a prisoner in a bag?
Well,
We're just bringing a bag who just
well,
happens to have a prisoner.
they'll probably be dead when they run out of air.
You lost a good amount of time in there, like a few minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, so split up between the number of people you have in the bag, right? So
Right. BigYin.
Wait, so
Like
isn't
from
it about a 10?
sprinting.
It's about a 10-minute walk back, so he'd be dead by the time.
There's 3-minute walk back.
yeah, so
Hey,
it's
that's a
it's
walk.
3
We can
yeah.
run.
It's not very far. Yeah, it's gonna be about 3 minutes. But you guys went from Valbo's to Swinging Sword, grabbed a drink, had your conversation, finished the drink, and then went back to the treehouse. That's why I said it was 10 minutes total.
Yeah.
I mean,
BigYin's not here. Okay, here we
no,
go.
I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, my headset cut out. I was dealing with issues. What are you guys trying to plan and bring you back up to speed?
Yeah,
Kidnap?
so do we you seem to be hesitant to have prisoners in your house. I respect that. But if we don't bring them here, we're bringing them somewhere. Because one way or another,
I
we're gonna have a
mind
prisoner.
I didn't mind bringing them here. I mean, I just don't want to keep them here. This is not a prison. I understand this was meant as a place for us to sit on the road and have a nice secure place for us to travel on the road and not be molested when we're traveling.
But
Right?
you also said each room was for our own usage, right?
It'll fit your personality.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
My
Look, again,
personality's a little kinky, one may say. I got some change in there.
I believe there's a bit more to you than kink, laddie.
all right. We won't use it as a prison. Can we use it as an interrogation room?
I reckon we can do that.
Or we can just take them in the back of the magic item room.
I mean, if with Valavo's place, it's enough of out of the way, you might be able to do that. Excuse me for a moment. Let me talk with the lads. Mac, would you mind bringing your crew around?
Yeah.
I have a question I'd like to ask to put to you, laddies.
All 5 approach. Yeah.
Right, lads. It seems there's dark things afoot in this here village.
War.
Possibly.
Violence.
Maybe not quite war. Certainly violence.
Pitchforks.
Maybe demonic possession.
Oh. Not as fun.
Aye. If we need to say bring 1 or 2 people back to talk to them, see what the plan is, do a wee bit of interrogating, you won't be offended, will ye? Pan won't be offended, will he?
I can't speak for the big guy, but as long as I get to have a pitchfork and have it pointed at their throat the entire time, none of us gonna be offended. And all 4 of them behind Mac are just shaking their head feverishly as you guys see devilish grins on their faces.
Do ye have pitchforks?
Oh, we make them. And as they snap their fingers, you guys see pitchforks just appear out of the walls. They are all made out of wood, different kinds of wood, and they're all roughly like 3.5 feet tall,
Yeah.
roughly the same size as these little tree-like
right.
things.
Slightly concerned by this.
BigYin.
It seems we have a security force here, and they're perfectly fine with it.
Now
I
you
say
want
we
me to
can interrogate
sleep
people
in here?
Lads, I had no idea this. I knew they were mischievous. fellas.
War.
All right. Well,
I like these guys.
Right. Well, I'll hold down the fort. You go grab Valavo. We can have a conversation.
Wait.
all right.
War. Violence. Blood. We need blood.
Yeah, we do. More blood. Nice.
All right, that was it. I just wanted to finish that off. They were chanting. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you guys heard that.
Cool.
Right, and then Ulrich's gonna leave. the
Yeah,
tree.
they're kind of going in a circle around BigYin, just chanting war and blood and like stomping the pitchfork on the ground.
He was raising a fucking cult.
Cool. So are all of you going to go to Valvo and just leaving BigYin back at the tree fort?
I feel like we should not go to Valavos immediately.
Why?
Why don't we go kidnap Mother Yolantha first?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, why not Volavos?
Because we were just there.
We were there literally 10 minutes ago.
Well, yeah,
Actually, yeah, I guess we can go back. Fuck it.
like he's already suspicious of us. We don't want to make more people suspicious of us. Like we're literally
Alright.
going there to knock him the fuck out.
Let's go off to Valavos.
All right. So the four of you, BigYin staying in the room, are out Valvo's. Elwarin, what you missed is they're stuffing Valvo into a bag, bringing him to the
The plan. The plan is.
The plan is, yes, stuff Valvo, the demon Valvo, into a bag, bring him back to the tree fort. The treelings are there with pitchforks, screaming for war and blood.
Okay.
That's pretty much everything you missed.
That's
Yeah.
Good summary.
Blood
So we are
and
heading to Valvo's to get him in a bag.
Cool.
Probably by force.
Takes you guys about 3 minutes, unless you guys are running. Then we can get there in half
No.
the time.
No, we're not.
Yeah, 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Already gonna be odd enough as it is.
Sure. So do you just open the door? Do you knock? What's the game plan?
Yeah, walk
Why
in
don't
like
we-
we're
why
gonna
don't we-
go.
Why don't we go from the back? Ooh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
let's not go from the back. Let's just enter like normal people.
One of you could go in from the back.
That sounds like a Lando job.
I'll go in from the back.
Knowing him, he's gonna cause a ruckus. But
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe distract him. It'd be perfect.
Ooh.
We'll
Alright.
enter like normal people, like we're gonna buy something.
Cool. So the three of you enter from the front. Valve was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Same
Pretty
kind of
good.
weird voice. Lando is approaching from the back. He finds the back door, but we'll get to that as you guys are chatting.
Pretty good.
Did you guys find
actually,
money?
Valavo, I do have a bit of money, and I just wanted to ask you if you had
Mhm.
any extra masks laying around.
Oh, I got plenty of those. Come with me. Walks.
Well, yeah, let's
Where's he-
fucking
where's he
go.
taking me?
Follow him.
As he does that, Lando is approaching the back door, and he finds the back door. Do you open it? How do you open it, Lando?
I mean, I guess, are they in the back? Are they like walking towards the back? Then I probably
You
don't wanna
can't
go
see.
in.
You can't see.
Well, I'm gonna have a slight pause.
How long are you pausing for? Because this would have happened, and you would have no idea.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna go in. I'll just walk back in.
All right,
How much are you
walking-
pausing for though? Like
Yeah,
10 seconds?
How much are you pausing for in the back? And are you entering from the back, or are you going back to the front to enter?
Oh, well, I feel like I wouldn't just barge right in. You know, like
You
that would be a
wouldn't?
dumb move. No,
Oh.
no, not my
I feel like
sleuth.
that's exactly what you would do.
My sleuth skills would tell me that that's not exactly what I would do. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay. I like
so
it. Like
I
it.
feel like I would wait. So I'm gonna wait a minute.
Okay.
Or
1 minute. 3 minutes.
3
1 and a
minutes?
half.
1.5
1
minutes.
I'll
1
wait
minute.
1 minute.
Okay. All right. About
You
20
know
seconds.
what we did for 10 minutes, just like this, just
Okay.
before this.
All right.
It's gonna be over.
He's decided to stay in the back for a minute. Got it. We'll get back to you when your minute is ready. The three of you guys plus Valvo walk into the back, and as you're walking back to the store, you kind of see all the piles of randomness that is Valvo's shop.
Fuck me.
Everything is a
I
maze
was like
as per usual.
I was specifically looking for Lando.
I know, yeah, I know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Like I said, like it's a maze of things, and as he kind of like follows you guys around, he says, "Oh yeah, I got some down here." As he leads you guys down some stairs.
Don't go down.
Oh, we're going down. I'm
Outside.
down.
You guys head down, and
I changed my mind. I want to go in now.
he gets
Too
to the
late,
30.
you
He
already
gets
said 1 minute.
and as you guys kind of file your way down these stairs, you hear a clink, and a trap door shuts behind you, and you guys are in complete darkness. I think all of you have dark vision, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At this point, however,
My color vision. No.
yeah, exactly. Your color vision's gone. Lando opens the back door and sees no one anywhere in the shop.
Okay, am I looking at like another room?
No, you're
Is
just
there, is there any other entrances besides the front shop?
nope.
Okay, then I want to. Oh, should I light the building on fire?
Oh my god.
That is
Why
something
do
you
might be a
so that is something you can do. However, you would know this is a magic shop. Lighting,
Exactly.
yes. So you feel free to do with that what you will. I will just give you the floor.
We're all gonna die.
Well, that was a great campaign. That was fun.
Yeah.
I can leave. Should I leave this one up to the committee? Should I light shit on fire?
You know, listen. I think you're by yourself. This is a Lando's decision only. I feel.
We're
Why
fucking
not?
trapped in the
I'm-
basement.
But I don't know that.
I
He
know.
doesn't. Yeah, he walks in. There's no one in there. He's like, huh? So like I said, I think this is a Lando only decision. But I'll let you guys,
I'm
know,
just
do
gonna
what
go-
you gonna
I'm
do.
just
I
gonna- I'm
just
just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Hello.
Nothing. It's silent. It doesn't even echo because there's so many things in there.
I mean, can I see the stairs that they went down?
No, it's just straight flooring everywhere you see.
And he's just like, no one can stop me now.
Pretty much.
Dude,
He sees
do
he
some-
sees flammable things all around him.
Yeah, I
Is
know.
there-
That's
so,
real
no,
problematic.
So there's only the front of the shop, there's the back of the shop, and there's the stairs that I can't see. So where was the dude that smelled like honey or whatever?
You have no idea.
You can do some rolls, I think, at this point.
Yeah, you can do
gonna
some
do-
investigating. You can do
I'm
some
gonna do-
perceiving.
Why am I? I'm gonna do a perception check
Sure.
just to see if there's anything I can see.
Okay,
Ooh.
nice. All right. You got 15. Excellent. That was the DC. Good job. So as you're kind of peering around, you notice that one of the shelves looks like it's moved recently. Like you see like some dust that seems to be misplaced on the ground, and you feel like this bookcase of swords seems to have moved recently.
Okay. I guess. Do I need to investigate it further, or can I just go up and try to move it?
You can just try to move it. Like I said, you can see which way it's moved, left and right, back and forth, based off the pattern on the floor. Here, if I were,
Okay.
let's move to 2 different maps so I can draw out kind of what you see a bit better.
I mean, I get it. It's a general consensus.
Classic D&D.
You know, all the things that I planned for.
I can see it in my mind's eye.
Yeah, it's good. I can also draw it.
So I'm gonna go hit it with a strength check,
Okay.
just to see if I
Or
can.
athletics, maybe?
This isn't the actual size of the room, just so you all are aware.
Oh,
You're
this is a
probably better
this is
at
a
a-
big
You're,
dusty
prob-
room.
you're probably better at athletics than you are at strength.
I have
his-
3s in both.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
not proficient in that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're actually better
Are
than
you
him
not-
at athletics. Yes.
Are you not proficient at
I
athletics?
don't know. So the
Fuck.
marks seem to go this way, like this thing was moved this way, and you notice that there's some marks going this way also, like it
From
moved
another shelf.
No, the same one. Seems like it moved.
Uh.
It moved from here, like starting at this point over here, and then went to here. Like that's where like the back end of it is, and then it
Yeah.
shifted up like this. Yeah, you're not able to move it. Still not
Fuck.
able to move it. And with that last push, you hear a click.
And did I fall in the trapdoor?
No,
Did I unlock the trapdoor?
no.
Did
You locked-
is somebody coming out? Am I about to have to fucking 1v1 this motherfucker?
No to all of the above.
Oh.
As this is all occurring, you guys are like downstairs, and that click happens, and the being known as Valva says, "Oh, one of your other friends seems to have found my little trap of sorts. This should be fun." And as he says that, Lando, you hear Not yet. We're not rolling yet. One
Oh
second.
yes, that's what's happening.
Yes, I understand what you're doing, but
yes.
we're not there quite yet in
I'm
the
just
in the
letting you
narrative.
know.
Yes, yes.
He's not going to be surprised by it, but I will be attacking.
That's fine. A net falls from the ceiling on top of you, Lando. Make a dexterity saving throw for me. DC of 12. It's not very high.
Yeah, but my dexterity is only fucking 2, so.
Oh
You
my
did it.
god!
So you are
Yeah,
able
buddy.
to avoid the this like kind of rope trap that falls from the ceiling, and you sidestep it as it lands next to you. And what you notice as it lands next to you is it's a heavy thump, like boom, 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 boom. And you kind of examine it further with your. I'm just gonna keep your 15 perception. You notice that it's fully made of steel.
What the fuck? Okay.
It's like a cage, but it's been flattened.
So he just threw a fucking fence at my face.
Pretty much, and you saved, so that's good.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's so fucking rude.
This fucking
bit,
demon. I don't
yes.
think he's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna keep all this here. I'm just gonna move you over here so I can do the what they're about to do, which is some initiative, which is correct.
Wait, so I can't. Well, did I? But I heard something. So then, can I keep trying?
Yeah. As I'll let you roll initiative also, and
Okay.
you'll just keep trying
To move.
that. But you have locked it into place.
Can't I unlock it?
You can try. Listen, I'm not going to decide whether you can or cannot do it. It'll be up to you how the dice roll goes. So you guys are roughly in a space about this big. Go ahead and toss your tokens over here.
Yeah, brother.
I haven't pulled up the tracker yet, so I don't even know if any of those have actually gone through. Only
know,
one. Ulrich,
Yes, it did.
Ulrich, your token.
17, 4, and 4, baby. I don't know why it looks like that. That's okay.
Ooh, better. Nice.
No, change that back to 9.
Okay, I was gonna keep it, but that's fine too.
No,
Come on, Ulrich. Just take
No.
take the win.
never.
He's like, I like rolling less than 10 on a standard.
The hell?
So just so I make sure I understand this, Lando avoided the net trap and made it into the secret
No.
passage.
No.
No, he didn't make it into
No.
the secret passage.
He
I'm just
locked
Just
trying to-
avoided it.
Yeah. He
But I get
split
to
it.
try first to unlock the secret passage.
Yeah, we got one more person.
He knows where to go. He knows where to go, but he hasn't gotten in yet.
We're
Well,
waiting for
I don't
Cromwell.
know
so-
where to go. I just know that this.
Can you?
this
Can you draw the stairs?
You guys are on the stairs currently.
So this whole rectangle is stairs.
Yeah. The trap door just kind of like wanders out and curves. So you guys are like at a curved portion, like a little bit actually further away from this space, like on the map. I just drew it there so that Lando could still be part of the picture, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So
Now,
in reference to this, you guys are probably closer to like somewhere over here, but I also wanted to say like where he was, which
Sure.
is going to be closer to over here.
And this
you're
is
saying-
all on stairs heading downwards.
Yes, correct. You can still see this person. It's not, the stairs don't
Okay.
descend super deeply, super quickly. They seem to be like 3 or 4 inches regular steps that are going down, and each
And
block
can you
is another step down.
can you put them on the?
Yeah, I'm going to in a second. I'm waiting for Cromwell, and I'm pulling out the token. What's up?
Can I also just say that at the point of that door shutting behind us,
Mhm.
I kind of turned my senses focus onto the BigYin.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can ping
just
him.
let him know that we possibly walked into a trap here in Volvo's basement.
Possibly.
I will like to reiterate that the last time we were here and we knew this guy was a bad dude, we should have fucking killed him then. Just saying.
Anyways, I'm just informing BigYin on what's going on right now, like really quickly when that happens.
that's not good. Trying to take him alive. We have questions.
So I will point out, this is table talk to the group, that you can say that any of your attacks are non-lethal.
Mhm.
So you don't
Yeah.
have to do lethal damage.
You don't have to kill them at every shot if you don't want to,
Right.
which is important, I would argue.
I don't.
Is
I
this
don't
what
play
they
like
look
that.
like?
I know you don't
Why
play
is
like
there,
that.
Why is there 2?
I'm getting there. I'm just putting the characters because I didn't want to drag another like random humanoid token on there. You guys be like, hey, is that Mr. Leader? When it's clearly not Mr. Leader. So I'm just showing what
Is
they
it?
end up turning out to be.
Is that Mr. Leader?
You know, maybe it is. At this point, maybe.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, it's been Mr. Leader the entire time.
I
I
forgot
need
his
to.
name. The wolf. You know, Lightning Wolf that I always put good
Oh no,
buddies
you
with.
don't know his name. That's rough.
Forgot.
Cool.
Was
Uh,
it Spot?
What
Bolt.
was it, Spot?
It's very on the nose for the whole lightning dog.
Oh
That's
boy.
cool.
21.
Yeah, that's rough for y'all. Let me fucking tell you.
I don't even. How did the second person appear though? That's.
Yeah, so
Well, it's
I'm
already
getting
there,
there. I'm getting there shortly. Give me a second. I'm still setting this up.
Remember that second thing that Cromwell sends in the back of the thing?
Well, he should have been. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I apologize. Give me 1 second.
Ooh, were they both like Valvo and we can't tell which one's the demon?
Why did I have where was there yellow square on?
Okay, nice. This one rolled as expected. Cool. All right. So yes, let me explain kind of what's going on here. So as the kind of clink happens and you guys kind of turn to face him, the kind of humbled and stumbling man you know as Valvo has now transformed into this creature. Here, I'll give you guys a picture of it. Here, show players. No, not that. Here, can I just copy this image, paste it? No. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna. You guys can zoom in on that. And as that happens, he snaps his fingers, and seemingly out of nowhere materializes this smaller creature right over here. He says, blood sacrifices. This should be fun.
Is every demon all just like blood? Why can't he be like, oh, I just want to like chill out and drink wine?
So the last dude wasn't looking for blood. To be fair, he was just looking for people to serve him.
So then, summoning this other demon, is that his turn?
That was his prepared action as he was like walking you guys down here. Because
always with the teleporting.
That's convenient.
No, it's not teleportation. It was the summoning. So that was his action, right?
So that was his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then this thing appeared. Yeah. And now this thing is going to. Oh, this thing sucks. What? Man, I should have picked a better one. I don't like this one, man. Can I change?
Nope.
Too late.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's going to attempt to spike the guy in the front, which is Cromwell.
Spike me.
Spike him.
Spike me, daddy.
Does a 19 hit you?
What the fuck? Yeah, man.
4 piercing damage, and you take 4 fire damage. It's going to go again. Crit definitely hits. That's unfortunate.
I'm going to use my sentinel feet, so he has disadvantage.
Okay, 18 hits though, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, that is a disadvantage hit.
Yeah,
and
it's
you
not
will
a
take,
crit.
Yeah, and you will take 5 piercing damage and 6 fire damage.
What happened to 4 and whatever?
So
That was the first one.
sucked?
You'll see why I say that in a little bit. Lando, cool. Now you can make. I want to say investigation, but that feels mean. So I'm going to say insight because of your criminal background and knowledge. To try to use your insight to figure out how this trap works. I think that's fair. Yeah, hell yeah. You notice a small latch.
let me picture this.
Okay,
So
okay.
all that happens is there's just some fucking imaginary light bulb that just appears over my head,
Mhm,
and then
mhm.
it just turns on.
Yep.
You know, it's bright.
And you notice that at the very bottom portion of this bottom right corner here, there's a small little button that you can press that was hidden by a book at first, but as it shuffled over, you're kind of noticing that it's like it's random. And as you can go up and press the button, and as you do, I guess if you do that, do you decide to press the button?
Sure.
Cool. So you move forward and use your action to press the button, and it swings back to open up the space to see the stairwell.
Cool. Can I see like all my other homies, or do I have to like run down there?
You don't see them quite yet, but as the kind of doorway is swinging out, you do hear two spines hit Cromwell, and as he makes his grunting noises.
Cool. Do I still have movement, or can I like run down there and be like over here? And be
No,
like, "What's up?"
that was your turn, because you had to move out of the way of the thing coming out, and it just took 6 seconds for it to go back.
Okay.
So, but you'll be able to get to them on your next turn without having to dash or anything. Cool. Elwarin.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn, good sir. I know it's been a while since we've done combat.
I know.
And I would say, just as like as a method, probably kill the big dude first, because the little guy will then go away.
No, kill the little guy so he stops dealing damage.
Well, what if the big guy starts dealing more damage?
It'll take longer to kill him.
That's true.
And I'll point out that we do want to take one of them alive,
The
so
big
we
guy.
can actually get some conversation. We can have a
Yeah.
conversation.
I mean, clearly we don't want to take this small guy alive because he doesn't probably know what's going on.
As far as we know, he just started existing right now.
Hey, my name is Bob. I'm
Bob
kidding.
the demon.
I'm kidding.
It's
mean,
fucking Bob. Fuck you, Bob.
Maybe like been a builder or something. Jesus.
I am a builder of souls to death. Anyways, continue. This is all a joke. This isn't
That
real.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not real. It's not happening.
All right. With that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack the small guy.
Okay.
I am gonna use my bonus action from my Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
To give myself advantage on my attack.
Okay.
And I am gonna shoot at him.
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna be a hit. Huh?
Yeah, and
holy shit.
yeah, and as you do all of that, it you hear a ah as it poofs from existence.
Wow, that was easy.
That's a nice roll. Yeah.
You can attack again.
You can attack again.
Oh.
Not one, baby.
That one. Let's go.
Gotta play with the law of averages here. You rolled 2 natural 20s. So it has to be 2 natural ones next, right?
That's how averages work.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happens? Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm just curious. Like, what happens if you get a 1, but he has a -3?
It's
Does it
still
just
the
go to
crit fail.
negative?
Yeah, crit fail
Does it just go
table.
to -2?
Yeah, I mean, maybe I make that critical failure even worse, but no, it's just regular critical fail.
Cool.
Because he's a +7, so it'll never actually be negative.
Yeah.
Can we just say I didn't give myself advantage on this one? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't really care. Yeah, either way, it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I did say I'm gonna use it as
Yeah.
my advantage, so I won't have it on my next one. So, I will just, and I guess my Zephyr Strike already worked. So I'll just shoot at him regularly, and just in case, it's not gonna be lethal. But
Okay.
I'm assuming this guy's a little stronger, anyways.
That is a hit.
Oh wow!
Wow,
Hit
indeed.
him.
Whole 3 damage.
3 damage.
As you shoot this dude, and it hits him in the shoulder, and he just kind of smiles.
Oh my god! Look at all those ones.
How does it? Yeah, right. That was literally the even it out.
Well, that doesn't.
Why are you using your
Seem
strength
right.
modifier?
I
How did you
wasn't
switch
using
that
it.
up? You'd switched it over to strength somehow. I have no idea how you did that. That's impressive.
I literally didn't do anything. And also, why does it roll damage? Like, shouldn't I be rolling damage if I hit? Like, it automatically did this for me.
That's very
Probably
weird.
a setting. It's probably a setting in roll 20.
I haven't
Because-
changed any settings in Roll20.
Because all I did is all I have on is my fighting style archer, and I just used my stone bow, and I
Yeah,
didn't
let me-
take any.
Let me open up your character sheet and see what happened. Okay,
Okay.
finally better. All right, so you did a total of 5 damage to him.
There
Hey.
It worked Nice.
Look, even the game wants you to be honest, even when it fucks up somehow.
Law of averages.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you did 5 damage as you pierce it in the shoulder, and it just smiles at you.
Okay.
All right. I'm guessing that was your turn, right? Are you moving at all? Sorry.
I mean, I had my 2 attacks and my bonus action, so I don't. Yeah,
Gonna
I'm
move?
gonna.
Hold
No,
on. I have another table talk thing. If we actually do get to like, non-fatally, hurt this guy,
Mhm.
how do we like keep him,
Bag of holding.
bag of
well,
holding.
how do
fine.
we like
You knock him out.
oh, okay.
Instead of doing
Yeah.
a like lethal blow, you like hit him with like the flat side of your battle axe, and he just like crumples unconscious.
Yeah, or you like aim for a thick part of his armor with your arrow, and the
Or you
impact is what knocks him out, or
or you
That's
hit
good
him
to know.
you hit him with the pommel
Hand
of
wave.
your sword or something, right?
Yeah. hand wave it.
Does hitting him non-fatally reduce the damage?
No.
Oh no, it doesn't reduce how much damage you do. No.
Yeah. So you could technically still kill him even if you're doing quote unquote non-lethal damage if you like crit and like
Right.
do over half his HP in negative damage
Got it.
or some shit like that. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Cool. Ulrich, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And then for my action, I'm going to pull out one of my bottles of oil,
Oh boy, here we go.
and I'm gonna drop it on the ground in front of me on the stairs.
So right here.
Yeah, so
Okay.
hopefully it will splash sort of this way.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say it triples down. Yeah, we'll just say, and we'll say now it's difficult terrain for him.
Hopefully, because it's stairs, right?
Yeah.
My goal basically was to spread oil so that if he moved on this area, it would be difficult for him to go up the stairs without falling.
Yep. I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll say it covers this area here.
Ulrich used minor inconvenience.
Pretty much.
Wait, is this whole thing we're on stairs?
Yep.
This entire
Mhm.
entire thing.
All
Okay.
stairs. That's my turn.
Nice. Cromwell, it's your turn.
I will go right behind Ulrich,
Nice.
and
Good place.
I'm going to. Oh geez, where is it? Dude, you've added so many spells onto my thing since the last time we've had a.
It's been like 4 sessions since that happened, my dude. This is on you for not knowing what your spells do at this
Oh
point.
my god. Okay. I am going to touch Ulrich on the shoulder,
Okay.
assuming he's willing.
Probably.
And
How willing are you
use-
for Cromwell to touch you?
You will know. And I'm going to use a protection from evil and good.
Nice.
Thick.
Oh fuck me. Okay. Solid. No more demons for you guys, I guess. I don't know. All right. Fair. Cool.
That's a paladin. That's
yeah,
his
that's
thing.
that's a paladin. Yeah.
I also have that same spell.
Yeah. I was gonna say I think you both of you guys. Yes, yeah, I got it.
Nice, dude. That's what's
I,
up.
I thought about using it, but I was like, well, I should attack that.
I've had
spell.
this thing planned for so long.
Uh,
Oh,
uh,
And I did have a.
you have
Where
a bonus
is it?
action.
Yeah, I do
Gonna
have a
heal
bonus
yourself?
action. Here we go. No, I'm gonna touch Ulrich on the shoulder again while I'm still touching him. and I'm
Keep
actually
the
gonna
willing.
do Shield of Faith.
You can't do two
+2.
spells. You can't do two spells.
I
in
can't.
one
I
turn,
can't.
no.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna sit there and say good luck, buddy.
Yeah. You can give him words of encouragement. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Bearded
That's
Devil's
nice.
turn. Well, fuck. He's got a -1 to intelligence. Listen, if you had a regular intelligence, he would go around.
Right.
All right, he's gonna make a dex saving throw here as he tries to like not fall. Because why not? Yeah, he falls prone. Fuck, I don't know, man. I had that as a DC of 12 in my head. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, man. This fucking. God damn it. You know what? He's going to attack you with a double disadvantage from the ground, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Because he's just too stupid to understand that
Hell
he should
yeah.
get up.
Right.
Fuck it. Yeah, why not?
Well, if it's difficult terrain, he already used all his most of his
Yeah.
moves.
That's what I'm saying. So he's gonna have to use his action to get up, and he's like, "No, I'm not doing that." All right, sorry. I need to roll this twice now to get the triple disadvantage going, or double disadvantage. I mean, all right,
How does
7
that
misses. Nice. So I roll twice, and I take the worst out of the first 3 rolls. Because he's disadvantaged because he's on the ground. He's disadvantaged because like he's.
It's not really
Yeah,
how that works,
It's,
but
yeah, it's not really how it works. I'm just doing it for fun. Like I just
Sure.
I think this is
this
just more
poor
fun.
guy.
Yeah,
Poor guy. He's going in that bag of holding.
Yeah,
for
he's-
sure.
He's having a rough day of it.
Yeah, none of his attacks hit, and he's just on the ground, just cursing like what his life is now. Yeah. All right, Lando. You can get to here in one regular.
I would
movement.
point out there's no guarantee he'll actually survive the bag of holding.
Oh, of course.
Cool.
You can get to here with regular movement. You can get right up next to Elwarin.
I'm gonna go right there and just be like, "What's up, boys? How are we doing?"
Oh, it's a demon. Found him
Ah,
Got him.
who
Got
Right
him.
on the ground.
who thought that?
Oh
You know,
wait,
in-
1 second, Lando.
in a
You
little-
got 35 movement speed now, right?
30.
He's got 35. So you can get to there actually. Sorry,
How do I have 35?
because you're a level 7 or level 6 barbarian.
He gets 10 extras. feet of
Yeah. So,
movement?
yep.
What
You get to there.
the fuck?
Welcome being a barbarian, baby. Move faster.
Um,
Swift as a coursing river, but still not athletic, which is wild in another way. Yeah, you can.
Cool. I mean,
yeah. You're there.
can't really do a lot else, but I'm gonna try to throw him a ball.
Nice. I like it.
You have disadvantage though.
Yeah, you've disadvantaged on the
Fuck!
ground. Yeah, it's a mess.
Why is it rolling the damage for me?
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
check all your
Do
character
that for
sheets
all
now.
of us.
Something
Must be worth it.
must have got messed up on Roll20 somehow, and Dunn did everything. Dunn messed up everything.
Damn. a
Yeah,
14,
I changed mine.
14 would have hit.
14 would have hit. You're right. Do.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot Valvo's shop when we're done here.
Take
I've already
everything.
decided.
I'm sending this through the link.
What if Valvo is still alive, guys?
He
That's
probably is in the basement.
Well, then I'm gonna go. I'll save him, and I'll be like, "Hey, like, you owe us."
We'll
What?
just be
And
like-
then you're gonna steal all?
Yeah,
his
you're just
shit,
gonna
so
steal all
he's
his
gonna
shit?
become Fucking homeless.
Homeless? Yeah,
Come
like-
I love-
on, man.
I love that
You
the
think
evil
I'm
guy.
really
The
gonna
evil
have
guy.
the time? You think I'm really gonna have the time to take all of his shit? No, I'm gonna take like, hey, like, oh, this looks cool. I'll take one thing.
You
Evil
didn't
guy
light
in the-
Well,
you didn't light the place on fire, did you?
No.
The evil
thought
guy in the
about it.
party's like, I don't know, man. That seems pretty bad.
that seems pretty evil. I don't know, man. I don't know
No.
about that.
I'm shameless.
All right, yeah, your ball is sitting here because you overthrew it, hit the back wall, and bounced here.
Yeah.
Actually,
later.
no, it is down because it's on. We are on some fucking stairs here.
Yeah.
It has rolled
Covered
to the
in
bottom.
oil.
Yeah, it has rolled to the bottom, and it's not. This thing curves. I just wasn't going to draw a curve on here. This thing curves a bit more, and you could just hear it just bouncing. And it's not even done bouncing by the time the 6 seconds are up for this portion of the round.
You fool of a tick.
Yeah, you fool of a tick. You tossed your only ranged attack.
School of a took.
Elwarin, what are you up to, dude? This dude is on the ground, so you have disadvantage on all attacks.
Uh,
Oh yes, excellent. I will move this. It is roughly. Can I not move this thing? Oh, somebody else is moving it.
You wouldn't
It's
happen
roughly
to
there.
have druid spell hold person
I
because you do have access to the druid spellcasting tree.
He doesn't have
I
all of them, from my understanding.
no,
You have
Yeah.
some of
I
the
don't-
spells.
but I don't have that one. No.
Don't worry, I got that spell.
It's called grapple.
This is
Your ball's down here, buddy.
Why is it over there? It's outside of the stairs.
No, the stairs circles around. It wraps around. I just wasn't gonna draw this the curve.
Oh. Thank you for whoever the white.
I literally. It's funny because I said that like 5 seconds ago, maybe.
Not that helpful.
there's
I'm
actually
more
a
of a
standpipe right here.
I'm a visual guy.
all right. Since I have disadvantage and the situation is already weird enough, I'm just gonna go to my bag of tricks.
Oh yes, let's pull one out, baby.
Pull something out of there.
Yeah. So roll a d8 first. 5, nice. And then you whatever that 5 is on your character sheet, you get to pull it
I'll
out onto
pull
the
it
map.
out.
And
Wait.
it's gonna end up next to you over here.
Is a demon
Giant-
technically considered an animal?
No.
It's a
No.
giant goat.
Oh my god.
That's gonna go right there. So let me describe what happens here. Elwarin is just like he just kind of looks down, shrugs his shoulders, like I guess this is what it's come to. Pulls out, and you guys just see a ball pop out. And as this ball starts to form in the air, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger until a giant goat lands. But the issue for the goat, right, is you guys are on some stairs. So the goat is like, fuck, it's a little
Hey.
unsteady.
If anything, like mountain goats, those things
I was
can
gonna say,
climb
yeah.
fucking mountains.
Yeah.
Goats
But
are good
Goats are
stairs.
very good. Like
Yes.
this should be his natural habitat.
Yeah, but
Basement stairs.
yes, but when you initially get tossed out, you expect to be on level ground.
Well,
So
not
it
the
just
goat.
it just takes a second to get its balance. Is all I was trying to say.
That's
It doesn't
that's
slip.
why he is a goat. you
All I'm
know?
saying is that
Like,
it
he's
leans.
always at the top.
It leans into Lando a little bit as it kind of catches its footing, and Lando, you just feel this mass of fur
Just
on your
warmth.
back. It's warm. It is warm.
Yeah, lovely.
Does the goat start to get absorbed by the fat? Because
No,
I think
it's too
anything
big.
touching.
Stop.
It's too
Okay.
big.
Is
I
it a
could actually
giant
make the
goat, or is
argument.
it just
No.
a goat?
It's a giant goat.
Okay.
I could make the argument that Lando slowly gets absorbed into the goat, but I'm not going there.
Yeah. We don't need that weird,
Yeah.
Digimon evolution that would happen from us two,
We really don't.
conjoining.
That would be quite the digi evolution.
We would call it the land goat.
It sounds like you've thought about this.
Yeah, dude, I'm just off the cuff right now.
All right. So
So it just goes after your turn as a free action. You can just have it do whatever you want it to do. I don't really
Okay.
want to make it bonus action. I think it's lame. So I just like free action better.
I think is that I don't know what it said, but
Sorry,
that
Bobby.
sounds good. So I do have
That was your action to
more.
pull it out.
that
So
was
you,
my action. Yeah,
you have 2 more charges of this bag of tricks left for the day.
that's okay. I am going to. Let me. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to use a bonus action, my healing spirit,
Okay.
and cast it right where Cromwell is.
Nice. Go ahead and roll that for me.
Oh, that's me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. 2 HP. Nice. None of us can see this description. It's excellent. Should you go ahead and click on the description for us, please?
Wait, wait, how do I share this?
There's the speech
Little
bubble.
Speech bubble.
Okay, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Okay, so it is a concentration spell, and so it's 2 every round for a minute. I believe. Yeah.
Number of rounds can heal a number of times equal to 1 to your spell casting. Is that the spell attack bonus?
Yeah, whatever your modifier is.
Well, is that the on my character sheet?
Yeah,
when I
it's
go
a
to
spell attack. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one. So six times.
Okay. So it can heal up to 12 points of HP to whatever is on Cromwell's space currently. So Cromwell, you get 2 points of HP back right now.
Yeah, I gave myself 2.
Nice. All right, what do you want the goat to do? Because it's going to go right after you.
Yeah. Let's.
I think you have control of the goat.
Yeah, I do. Let me grab it though. It's gonna move right here.
Oh God.
Not on the oil, but right
Yeah,
there, and
yep,
that should
yep.
be in attack distance.
Yep.
And
it has advantage. God damn it.
it's gonna ram. That's what it's gonna do.
Yeah. Yep.
They do that.
Yeah, they also step on things.
Nice.
Ram?
That's
Not lethal, of
7
course, yeah.
damage. I will open up the character sheet and fix it. Roll 20 must have because they were having some issues I think a couple weeks ago. So they must have just because we haven't done combat in forever. They must have just turned everything to just be auto rolled. Oh no, yeah, must have just always rolling damage for some reason. For everything, I don't know why. Maybe something broke on there and somehow that was their fix. All right, cool. So it is already knocked prone, but it does do the extra 2d4 damage for charge. So roll the extra 2d4 on there.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was straight ahead. So that.
I mean, you'll just say it was. We'll say he was able to do it.
All right.
Cool. 4 extra damage. As this dude's just not having a good time. A fucking giant ass goat just fucking rammed him.
Wait,
Weird, right?
Is the 2d4 within the bludgeoning not? Is that a separate 2d4?
Yeah,
Separate
so when
2d4,
when I move at least 20 feet straight forward when I attack someone, it
Oh, I
gives
see,
me
okay.
a charge damage, and it would
Okay.
also knock him prone. Like he would have to, but he's already prone. So it doesn't
Yeah, that's why I
matter.
didn't
This
have him.
poor guy.
Yeah.
This poor guy's gonna be prone a
Yeah,
lot.
he's gonna be prone for a long ass time. I realized as soon as you put the liquid down, I was like, this guy had like a 10 intelligence. I could do something about that, but I can't. That's not in good faith. All right, Ulrich, I think you're next now.
Grapple.
Yeah, already on the ground.
Into the oil?
Yeah, man.
All right.
He might beat me.
He doesn't beat you.
All right. He's grappled.
Yeah.
His speed turns into 0.
Yep. Do something
And
else.
then, yeah, I mean, I'll attack with my
Yeah.
second attack.
Yeah, because he's already on the ground, right? So like, why? Yeah, that's a that's a hit. Holy motherfucker! All right, so which one are you looking for here? Which one's the right damage, please?
What?
Because isn't those one for like when you throw it,
Wow.
right? And you get extra
Oh,
damage.
yeah. It's not that one.
It's just the first one, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure this guy wasn't just like gonna die from one hit, some shit.
He's not a giant.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure. I was like, what's the second damage for? I just wanted to verify that.
It's for giants.
You could kill the giant goat with that. I don't know if the goat
I
technically
could.
counts.
No,
Hey,
he's
hey,
not
hey,
a giant.
you
He's
can-
not technically a giant. That's a beast.
I mean, he's a giant. There's a giant in the name, but that's just me.
I suppose. It's up
Yeah.
to you, I guess.
That's just me. Cool. All right, you do anything else with your turn?
No, I can't do anything. I guess
Hmm.
I could move technically, but
Hey, do
I
you want to do
won't.
it? Okay. All right, Cromwell. You have a
Wait.
giant ass goat next to you. Ulrich is currently with his. Oh, how are you doing? How are you attacking?
Oh, well, then bonus action, I would have
Yeah,
put
that's
my
fine.
shield
Yeah,
up.
Yeah, shield's
There you go.
hovering.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between Ulrich and the goat, I guess, in front of him, as he's
Yeah, in
got
front
his
of
left arm just pinning this dude down as he's like kind of writhing on the floor. And then he just domes him with his hammer on his skull. Non-lethally, of course,
Correct.
because you
Yeah.
can do that non-lethally, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, yeah. Cromwell.
it's a hammer. People get hit by hammers all the time and don't die.
True, they just have massive brain damage. We can get into that later.
Yes.
Yeah. Cromwell, what are you doing, dude? as this giant goat is just standing there, seemingly out of nowhere.
I would like to ride on said goat.
Does the goat allow you to? That's the big question. So you can speak to this goat telepathically, Elwarin. That's how you give it commands.
Elwarin, can I ride on your goat?
I mean, I have no issue with you riding the goat.
All right, and you can choose whether the goat likes that or not. I'm not going to decide that for you. That's your goat friend.
Oh, yeah, my goat is friendly with all of us.
All right, yeah, you're
Oh,
on
yeah,
top of the
dude.
goat now. Let me get you up
sweet,
there.
I'm
and
gonna
then
just
move
gonna.
this guy in the back. 1 second. All right, there you go. Ta-da.
Are we
chill on top
in
of
a
the goat.
stairwell?
Yeah, it's real tight.
It's just like a really
Up top.
fucking big stair. How big was
Yeah.
that bookcase? Jesus.
It wasn't the bookcase. It was like it's going deeper down, right?
Yeah, and as it gets deeper, it's getting wider. That's how I see it in my head. Or
sure.
it got wider as it
Yeah,
went down.
it got wider, and now we're at like the widest part. It seems to be like fairly standard from here. So think of it like this, I guess. You had a smaller opening like this originally, and then it just got wider as you guys kind of progressed through it. That's
Hey,
roughly
DM,
how big the staircase was. So
I think we might have to. I just realized something that we might have to retcon something because you have to use a bonus action to command my.
I said no. I said that's just going to be a free action.
Okay.
I've changed that because I think that's silly.
All right.
I like it because you're talking to him telepathically. Oh wait. So are you still talking to BigYin telepathically? Because if we do, we know what that entails. A wisdom roll, baby, to see who you're telling what to. Because you got 2 lines of communication open in your head.
I just told him earlier that we're down here. I didn't say he's going to be.
No, but now you're talking to 2 different people.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's my question. Do you still have that line of communication open, or have you closed it after you said that?
Yeah. I didn't intend for it to be open the whole time.
Okay, all right, then that's
I just
fine.
told him like that we are trapped in the
Sure,
in the
that's
basement.
fine.
All of a sudden tells BigYin, "Hey buddy, you
hey,
mind
buddy."
if my friend gets on you?"
Yeah, that's what was gonna happen. I was gonna be really stoked for that interaction. It's fine. My dreams are just ruined as usual. That's okay. Cool. Yeah, no, that makes more sense. Cool.
Okay, cool.
Cromwell, you're on top of the goat. That was half your movement speed.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm just gonna chill up here.
Nice.
And hold out my bag of holding. Just waiting.
Okay. I like it. We'll say you're readying anyone tossing the suit into your bag of holding. We'll just say that's what you're doing right now. All right. Devil's gonna try to break this grapple, I guess, and get up.
Yeah, makes sense.
Can break a grapple and get up at the same.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't. He doesn't do shit. He just lays there.
He can attack. Oh no, he can't. He uses action.
Yeah, that's his action is to break the grapple. Yeah, he's just gonna lie there, man. Like this
He
dude
has
is
no
just.
movement.
Yeah, this is like. I know what he does. He speaks into your mind, Ulrich. He says, "My dude, I get it. You're stronger than me. Can we just? do we have to keep doing this? Like, I see the giant ass goat here. Don't know what the fuck the guy in the back came from, honestly.
Well, I got okay.
You're willing to bag.
You're willing to talk to me. I appreciate that. How about you get in the bag, and then when we let you out, you don't struggle, and we have some words.
Fine. And as he's talking to you, you realize this is the exact same voice that seemed to be coming out of his mouth earlier, but you realize he's actually only been speaking telepathically to you guys. He was just moving his mouth to mimic what would sound like speech, but it came into your guys' heads like sounds from outside.
Pretty cool.
And he's like, "Yeah, fine. I'm so tired. I've been."
Honestly, man. Honestly, that's probably the best thing you could have been doing here.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna kill me afterwards, anyways. But like,
yeah, the guy in the back will kill you.
Listen,
you can't hear. Why?
Yeah,
you might be able to hear.
No, nobody else can hear this. This is just between you two. And he's like, I was summoned here. Like, just can I leave? Kind of just leave this plane into existence. This isn't fun.
Well, you just get in the bag,
Yeah. Yep.
and it says it's still his turn, right?
Yeah.
I will allow him to stand up, and
Okay.
sort of
He-
move him towards,
just
a cop would be moving someone.
Nice. Ulrich's a cop. Cannon. Got it. He's gonna dive headfirst into that bag of holding. He just shrugged his shoulders.
Holy shit, that's kind of awesome.
What the fuck?
Lando's like, I wanted to kill something.
He's like,
Let me at least chop off a foot.
well, he's
know?
already in the bag.
You can hop in there and fight him, dude.
Oh my god, that would be
That would not be a safe space. Let's just say that for you to be wielding your
Yeah.
thing.
So, and then as soon as he jumps in, I'm like, fucking close it.
I will
Yeah.
close it and put it on my inner pocket.
Cool. So that happens.
Immediately is just has been pinging Elwarin like, what happens? What's going on? Are you guys still alive? What's going on? He wants to
The
know.
last thing
like-
he heard is, we're
Daddy
trapped.
wasn't participating.
And everyone is just kind of like talking to his goat. Just,
Yep.
hey, good job, man. Thanks for helping us. And doesn't even hear BigYin trying to reach him.
Yeah, you keep hearing the pings in your head that someone's trying to reach you. You're just ignoring them to keep. You're just chilling. You're vibing with the goat. I get it. I
Yeah.
feel you, man.
Well, that was easy. That went pretty
Yeah.
well. I'm glad to admit.
So yeah, so Lando, as you kind of go down to find the ball, you notice the ball is actually it's not there. Sorry, it is wrapped around the corner here, and you see.
Why is it all the way over there?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there, and you see a door.
Wow, that's an awful looking door.
Thank you.
Pretty
I did
good,
in
honestly.
about 2 seconds. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Would my
Okay.
goat fit through that door?
No. It is a regular 5 foot by 5 it
Well, I
it
wanna
is
go-
5 feet wide by 8 feet tile, whatever regular doors are in this world.
Would this goat get out of this basement at all in general? Like, can it go back up?
It could go back
It could-
upstairs.
Come out
It
the main
could go
door.
back upstairs. yeah.
All right, I wasn't sure how big that door is.
I
Yeah.
gotta go combat loot his shop.
Yeah. The door that you guys came from was like this, I think is what I said.
It was
And then it
much
just got
bigger than
bigger.
that.
Perfect. Just
It was
making sure my goat is not
maybe a little bigger than that, but yeah, it was like it was like this big roughly. That was the entrance that it kind of just.
It's not a swinging door, though.
Yeah, it's just this isn't a door. This is just an opening that opened out and curved around.
Ulrich is going to suggest that him and Cromwell go back to the tree before the guy suffocates.
Hey, Elwarin, can you move this goat back to the tree, or do I have to get off?
Well, if I'm staying behind, I'm gonna keep my goat here. If we all
I
go
put
back,
your goat in this bag.
The goat won't fit in the bag, dude. It's not that big.
What's the point of a bag of
Only-
holding if it only fits just one dude?
Well, that's what the handy haversack is for. It's for the bigger, giant goats.
All right, I'll get off the goat, walk up the stairs.
He's fairly disappointed in this outcome.
We got it. We're on a timer, unfortunately. I would love to explore down, and I think Elwarin and Lando should.
yeah.
All right, yeah. See, we'll do you guys. We'll get back to you guys. Running.
Do
back
I
to the
know?
tree a bit.
Do I know that they're coming back?
You know,
At this
you know
point, has
nothing. This
Elwarin
Yeah.
Elwarin
No,
has kept you in the dark.
At this point, I will let him know that they're coming back and we're exploring this space a little
Okay,
bit more.
so to do that though, it does require a wisdom check because you have 2 streams of consciousness open. Then
Yeah,
I
let me
really hope
try
we
if I can.
fail.
I think it was a DC 15 on the first one that we did.
So I do just a regular.
Regular wisdom,
Wisdom.
regular wisdom. I think it's DC 15. Yeah.
Yes.
So roll a D2, and 1 is low C, 2 is the goat.
Roll a 2.
You said it what?
D2, just /R 1D2.
1D2. Unrecognized command. What did I do wrong?
Did you type /R space 1D2?
I did. Why can't I just roll a 1D2 up here? Why is it not in here?
Maybe slash. There
Okay.
we go.
Yes.
I rolled the 2, but
That's fine.
okay. So yeah,
That's okay.
you're talking to the goat.
Okay.
Hey, brother, what's up?
Oh.
Fucking Hulk Hogan the goat. Jesus.
I love it.
Just want to let you know that the guys are coming to the tree.
God, buddy, I bet that tree's a big one.
Oh,
There are lots
okay.
of trees back from where I'm from. Eh.
At that point, obviously, I realized I'm talking to the wrong
Yep.
person.
Over and out, bucko. That's what that is what BigYin does into your ear, and you get pulled into that one as the loud ringing just shakes you from this conversation into his.
Right.
Oh,
Did you? Is everyone alive? I'm assuming that you are, as if I hear your voice correctly.
yeah, we're alive and well. Cromwell and Ulrich are on their way back to you. They have the demon in the back,
Mm.
and I'm still down here in the basement with Lando. He went to get his ball, but we're gonna investigate a bit more to see what's down here.
Right. If Valavo's not dead, if Valavo's dead, it might be a good idea to rifle his loot and see if there's anything else worth taking. If he's alive,
Yeah,
I'd say we
yeah.
leave things as they are.
I wouldn't be too worried about that because Lando's already on a mission. So
Oh, trust Lando for that. Good
Wow,
man.
y'all are actually evil.
I'm
Murder
chaotic.
hobos.
I'm chaotic and opportunistic.
We're just opportunistic. Yeah. I think my attributes are, some of them are chaos.
Sure. All right. Cool. So while all that's happening, Lando, yeah, you
Back
pick
to
up,
the tree.
you pick up your nope, not going back to the tree yet. Lando, you pick up your ball and you find the door. Are you gonna try to open this
My
door?
ideals is that I'm into freedom, and then my bond is that I am the greatest thief that has ever lived.
That's what you believe. Yes, I like that.
Cool. I'm gonna.
yeah.
Part of me really wants to go up to the shop and take some stuff before I go through the door, but I'll just go through the fucking door first, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, you open the door and you guys see a. It's dark, so everything is in gray tones. What seems to be like almost like a mine shaft is what it feels like. As it's just a large cave entrance, and it goes for a while. You don't even see exactly where it goes to. You see it turns to the right. But before you kind of get too much of a look on that, you hear a whimper. Yeah. Oh, is someone there?
Ah, I recognize that voice. What up, dude?
Is Lando? Is that you, boyo?
How you doing?
You know,
How are you doing?
I would be better, but I'm tied up right now, and haven't seen the light of day for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days now, maybe.
Well, that sucks. I was just out there, dealing with your trick, shelf you got, hiding this here, cavity.
This wasn't here when I owned this shop. This is new.
Cool.
all right,
That's
let's go free this man. Just talking to
Warren
him
shows up like, what the fuck?
Hey, man,
Elwarin just slides off the goat.
I'm just trying to assess his mental state.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So yeah,
but
as you guys like kind of bring him out, you guys recognize him to be the one and only Valavo. He
Nice.
is haggard. Looks like he hasn't gotten food or water in a few days at least. And he looks weak, like bruised.
Okay.
He's got a large bruise to his temple, and he has a sack covering his head. But you could just make out it's Valvo based off his like other features.
And just a quick question: when we walked into the cave, did it end for us, or was there like a ongoing tunnel that we didn't?
Ongoing tunnel
explore?
that curves about 150 feet from where you guys are right now.
Okay.
Ooh, entrance to their secret lair. Maybe.
Yeah. All right, so let's get Volva out of there. Let's figure out a way to block this door from the inside. So wherever this takes that we can explore later, maybe with the full party instead of just the two of us.
I agree. Why don't we go up to the shop though, just to go,
Yeah, all I'm saying is just we should probably try to block this door so that wherever that tunnel takes, someone couldn't come the other way into the shop.
Okay. Yeah. How do we want to do that?
You know of a way to do that.
Fucking blow it up. Oh, set it on fire. Ooh.
Well, I
A
mean,
case that locks.
Wait, what?
You have a bookcase that locks that closes the entrance.
Yeah, but
yeah, we might want to use this entrance later, so I wouldn't want to destroy it. But I
guess
just want to
just go through the door and close the bookcase again. Do we need to reset the metal, fence trap?
Well, I don't know how that works.
That's true. I'm down for whatever. I don't understand what you mean by then block the tiny door, but we can block the big door.
I guess yeah, we can. I don't know. I was just thinking
So-
out loud that we should be doing something and not just leave this open for anybody to walk in.
So I think what Lando's saying is you guys should find a way to bar this door out here, but you guys are all talking about the trap door that opens to get into this space.
No, I was talking about
Stop
the small door.
Stop
Okay.
that. I'm talking about the big door.
Yeah.
He's talking about the small door.
I was saying let's block the small door because I don't know how that trap door is.
There's no
Close
lock,
open.
from what you can tell.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking like if we can block this door down here somehow, we could.
Why don't we use the goat? We can just kill the goat.
We lost Elwarin.
Is that because I suggested we kill the goat?
His voice has grown robotic, so maybe it is you having said that about his magic goat friend.
Yeah,
He would never do anything like that to his magic goat friend. That would be rude.
I also need to verify if his magic goat friend can be apart from him that far. Because I think there's like a distance requirement. I thought I could be wrong.
Well, no. I mean, I'm saying we kill the goat, and then we use its body as a barrier.
Well,
You have to remember the creature isn't probably real. It's
Like,
summoned.
have you ever
Oh,
seen
it'll-
300? When they like pile up all the bodies, like we would just do that, but just one goat.
yeah, I hear you, right? So you could try that, but it
I'm just
probably
throwing out ideas.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dine in the shade.
Yeah. Like they're not all winners.
Yeah, we're over here just throwing out ideas. Don't shut
Yeah.
them all down.
I mean,
Yeah,
from a magical theory standpoint, the goat probably isn't real. It's probably ectoplasm given shape through magic.
Well,
So
from a magic
once
theory
it's dead,
standpoint,
it
he came out of a
fades.
fucking bag. So I feel like if he can block a door, and come out of a bag, like those are equatable things.
Okay, I don't see anything that says that it has to be X distance from you. So I'm gonna say that the goat could just stand guard.
Okay. Yeah, I want to use the.
Oh,
goat
you're
to stand
back.
guard.
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
sorry. Yeah, my Discord just.
Yeah, you're good.
froze.
Cool. So yeah, so you're gonna tell your goat friend, which you don't have a name for, which is also fine, to guard the door.
Yeah,
His name is Hulk.
I like it. It's
Okay.
Hulk.
Hulk says, "Yes, sir. You know that's what I'm good for. I got my horns up here, and I got my hooves down there. You know what I mean?"
Awesome.
Jesus.
I'm gonna just quickly. I guess I can't. If I try to talk to BigYin again, I have to roll.
You just gotta
another-
close one of the channels off before you
Well,
open to the next one.
Yeah. So the goat knows to just.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
goat's just gonna
lock
chill
the
here.
door.
And- yeah.
And I'm
Can
gonna.
the goat see in the
look-
dark? That's the better question, I think.
Does it say anything on the character sheet?
I'm trying to let me look real quick. I don't even know if the goat should have been able to attack the dude. Honestly,
anyway.
fuck it. We'll just say
Oh.
we'll say he can see in the dark because he's a magical goat. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
we'll-
enough.
Yes, he can
It
see in the
doesn't
dark.
say anything on the. It
Yeah.
literally says nothing about it in there.
Yeah, so that means a goat, typically a giant goat in this game, typically cannot see in the dark. But we'll say because this is a magical goat that you pulled out of your bag, it shares that trait with you for this moment in time. 'cause-
Yeah, and I know that some of them say like they're based on like senses and stuff. So, but this goat doesn't really say anything about smell. So let's just go with that, I guess. Does that mean like all the animals in that bag would be able to see in the dark?
You know what? Yeah, we'll just say yes, just to make my life easier. And I
Okay.
think that since all of you guys can see in the dark, it's just better that way.
BigYin
Well,
can't see in the dark.
We just put those goggles from BigYin on the goat, and then
Can't.
BigYin, you've lost your sight in the dark, so the goat can see.
Hogan was a big fan of wearing glasses, so that makes
I
sense.
have I didn't give up my night vision goggles. They're still
Yeah.
on my head.
He's saying they're gonna take them from you forcibly.
No,
Give to the
you can't take my goggles to give to the goat.
it's all good.
goat.
So Lando, if you can move out of the way, I can put the goat right there.
Oh shit! I just closed something that was important.
Anyway, so I close the connection to the goat,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna connect to BigYin, and I'm gonna talk to him, and tell him like, hey, we just found Volvo down in the basement. He looks a little shook. He doesn't look like he looks a little beat, and probably could use some help to recover.
Hey, bring him back here.
You think
Bring
that's
him
a
back
good
here as
idea?
well, and we'll do a bit of medicine.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So we will go to the tree now, and we will end there. So a few pieces are in motion. Ulrich and Cromwell are racing to the tree with this fiend, and your goat friend Hulk now, which I will rename in the character sheet, is standing watch by this door as Elwarin and Lando are leaving the shop with Valivo. I guess any objections to stopping us here?
Sounds good.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So before we end for the night, let's talk about that thing I posted in chat. So using potions in combat, I got a new fun little homebrew rule that I read up on. You can take a full action to get the 100% benefit from it. So if you're using like a regular health potion, you can spend your full action drinking it and get a total of 10 HP, because that is 2d4 plus 2. That's the maximum total you could get. Or you can use a bonus action just to chug it, and then you roll the 2d2 plus 2. Does that seem amenable to the group?
Makes perfect sense to me.
Because that way it frees up, the martial characters that may or may not have, healing powers, or as like actions and stuff like that. It doesn't require them to use their action for that. Same thing, so that, the BigYin doesn't always have to be using his action to heal people.
Yeah, makes sense.
You guys cool with that?
Yeah. Works
Cool.
for me.
Lando?
Dude, I don't even think I've ever used a potion, so
All right. Cromwell.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Sweet. All right. Outside of combat, it'll just be you'll get the full effect of it because you've taken your time to drink it. Which is that. Cool. Sweet. So we will end the recording there. Thanks, everybody.